Phew, okay, we made it. Oh god, now it's time to go. It's been only 3 hours. There was like too many slopes. But yeah, what do we get? I mean, I can see some horror stuff. Like, we got 2 news, which is great. That's cool. But do we want like the spooky stuff tonight? I'm more feeling like to watch like, I don't know, maybe some rich and abandoned location for tonight. Now with the blessed videos, yeah. Does that mean the slopes are cursed? Because maybe those ones could be cursed too, right? Especially YouTube Kids channel removed for disturbing reasons. You can imagine the business of YouTube Kids, how she's running nowadays, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to like dig into that kind of stuff. You know, you don't know what you will find. But this is happening, I guess. Some are blessed, yeah. You know what? We can start with the Monaco Maretera. It's 11 minutes. It should be alright, isn't it? Should be alright. So, what do we have there? I mean, no sunglasses, because this is not by the Mr. Vancouver. Let's see. I hope the sound is alright.
What is it like to live in the most
this is
expensive
like low.
real estate in the world?
In the
Today,
world.
we have an exclusive opportunity to step inside a brand new apartment in the Renzo residence, part of Monaco's stunning new Maritera.
Le Renzo residence. I mean, what is the language of this channel here? Sender recommends and Barnes. Valérie Agency Monaco. Sounds like a bit French, right? I mean, Monaco, this is French, isn't it? I guess.
District, where property prices per square meter are the highest in Europe and possibly the world. Watch this video to the end
is
if
fucking
you're
low
curious
for me.
about how much it really costs to buy or rent a home in Maritera.
I hope the sound is alright for you.
Maritera is Monaco's newest neighborhood, built by extending land
That is
into
like
the
the
sea
one to
and
present
officially
that.
opened at the end of 2024.
Yeah, we want to see the place.
The project features 110 apartments across 2 residences, Le Renzo and Le Jardin d'Eau, along with 10
Okay,
exclusive villas.
it is French.
There is also a small marina with about 15 berths.
Can we agree that, you know, those modern architecture here, this is
There
just
is
fucking
also a
ugly?
small-
Why? They are doing this everywhere, and like, ooh, look, this is so fancy. We got windows, we can decorate with everything we need and we want. And, you know, this is fucking like tasteless and yeah, it's like old architects from the world are like, no, we are done with bullshit. Now it's only will be glasses everywhere. They destroyed the ocean view. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, everything like that will destroy the ocean view anyway. It depends if you are from the ocean side or not, you know. And depending also where you are looking at. And yeah, Friends Ozone, I guess. I don't know.
Marina with about 15 berths, surrounded by a lovely piazza filled with stylish shops and restaurants.
Excuse me? He said what?
Surrounded by a lovely piazza filled with stylish shops and restaurants.
He said stylish shops? Lovely pizza, yeah. Yeah, this like square of concrete, this is very stylish, yeah. Extremely stylish. Yeah, sure. This is stylish.
Today we will explore
Said no normal human ever.
Lorenzo residence, named after the legendary Italian architect Renzo Piano.
Cool, I'm happy for Renzo Piana. Soulless slopes, stylish shops, stylish slopes. It could be anything.
Inspired by the sea and
And we will see about the Primo Piano.
the spirit of seaside living, his design blends elements of marine architecture
If there is a
with
piano,
details that
it have
echo
to be the
look
Primo,
and feel
right?
of elegant ships. My colleague Stephanie from
My colleague Stefani. This was extremely French, a very French way of saying that. He should have said colleague or co-worker, but no, colleague.
Barnes Valerie Agency will
Ooh, Valerie Agency. Look, she's called Stephanie from Valerie. And she's like, yay, I'm rich, bitch. Because, you know, all of those people here are just fucking scammers. They are all scammers in disguise. You know, that's how you can ruin a country. Thanks to those people.
show us the apartment. Lorenzo residence features two separate entrances, each with its own reception area.
I mean, okay, having a swimming pool in front of your balcony, that's cool, I guess, but
Upon entering,
who can buy that anyway?
you're welcomed by a 24
I mean, you know, there is nobody living in this country because nobody is rich enough, and there is like no delinquents, no criminals here, because once again, you know, they are not rich enough to even like try to just squat those kind of stuff, right?
7 concierge, a standard amenity in Monaco's premium developments.
Sky
In
Realtors.
high-end residences like this one, there is a dedicated mail and parcel room, ensuring
Ooh, look, you have the swimming pool just in case you don't want to go to the ocean. Makes sense, right? You can have both, but I guess I'm more of a swimming pool guy because I don't really like having like sand into my swimsuit, I guess.
that you will never see nameplates or deliveries left at your door. Privacy and security are crucial. The concierge ensures that no one
That's a lot of person. I mean, you can get like 13 person in this elevator. Wow. That's huge luxury.
enters the building without authorization.
Quand vous arrivez, vous fermez.
Oh shit, she's talking French.
You can close these shutters for complete privacy. Behind
Oh yeah, you can see it's complete. They are definitely not see-through, right? So it's fine. You can go full naked. Nobody will see at all. Guaranteed. Trust me.
the
Trust me.
glass is a separate staff entrance.
Ooh, a staff entrance. Just in case you want people to watch each other through the window. Separate entrances, so that way you can get horny without being like harassed or anything, I guess.
That
They see you goon for sure. But you can do the same for them, you know. You can also see them gooning to you. That's mutual gooning.
means your main entrance is wholly separated from this area.
C'est là pour service.
Yes, a
What did he said?
is wholly separated from this area.
C'est là pour service.
The pursuit. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. The pursuit.
Yes, a private staff entrance with its own dedicated lift.
Ooh.
Ouh là là.
He said the word ooh la la. I mean, I would react the same if I could see a door like that. This is fucking dangerous. What the fuck is that? It's not looking like very user friendly, you know. The stereotype. This is what you understand, poor service? Poor service, yeah. Poor service. Yeah. And you know, the other one was French, so she didn't understand. She was saying poor service, and she was like, "Yeah, that's cool." Just like me, you know, I don't understand, so whatever. But yeah, poor service. I mean, that makes sense. That's the Gunner zone. But you can definitely like stuck your hand here or your fingers and get hurt, like very badly.
Such a big door.
I mean, some people could even like stick their dick here. All the titties, because you know, everyone have the right to stuck anything they want.
Yes, a beautiful solid door.
Wow, can you imagine a beautiful solid door? A beautiful solid door. That's insane technology. Who wants liquid door? I mean, apparently solid door, this is for the rich, and everyone in the world got liquid doors. Woo! Metal Gear Solid door. Yeah, we got it. That's it. That's the beginning. You got like one big solid door. Or maybe everything else is not solid, you know. This is cheese. You can punch it and it will react, you know. Or maybe this is like oobleck. You know, the non-Euclidean fluid. No, wait, it's not Euclidean. Non-Newtonian fluid, you know, the stuff you go and it stays solid and you do and you go through, you know. So maybe this is to say the difference and tell the difference between this door and everything else made out of maizena, you know. Maizena, you know, this is the... It's just like the flour, but with corn. And this is how you make oobleck if you want to. Elite ball knowledge, yeah. I guess. So yeah, we love oobleck, we love maizena, we love corn, but we don't like solid doors.
Tu vois, donc c'est très grand, mais l'avantage...
From the entrance, a long hallway leads to the bedroom.
No, this is not what she said. She started by saying, "You see, this is very big." And after that, I cannot hear anything because, you know, there is a voice over talking.
Rooms, but you can close the interior doors to separate.
Wow. This looks extremely cool to
Hallway leads
use.
to the bedrooms, but you can
This looks very convenient.
close the
Like,
interior
it's almost not like she can, like, stuck her fingers into it and get hurt again. Perfect doors. This is luxury.
doors.
So I guess these ones are also liquid, you know? And it's not like there is a huge gap to see through. What's the point?
To separate the private area from
70 million, by the way.
the
Yeah.
social zone, including the living room and kitchen.
On est dans cette...
The perf gap. Yeah, but that's just like a hole. A corridor, you know? A hallway. So, I don't know. Maybe there's ghosts trying to, you know, goon here.
cette grande...
We're now in the space.
You know, usually we are seeing like stuff in the houses, like, ooh, there's penises everywhere, or like, ooh, statues, or plants. So I don't know, cool stuff. And here, like, you got like an empty room. Home staging, guys. Home staging. Yep. That's it. Home staging. The kind of stuff people love to see, you know, when you want to sell something. It's fucking empty. Yes. Yes, it is. What the heck is that? What are you supposed to do with this? Like, live in it? Where is all the furnitures? We need something. But technically, this room alone is like twice the the surface of my flat, I guess. I don't know how this should worth like 70 million, you know. Those people are going crazy with the housing stuff. I'm watching, not reacting. It could be. It has been like empty for a couple of time now. Maybe I should try to make something else with it. Because it's feeling like it could be like, I don't know, full of emotes or full of GIFs instead. Also, I guess I will also like try to change my off-screen off-stream picture. I mean, I need to update it. I need to update.
Spacious living and
But yeah.
dining area.
C'est un
This is a 3-bedroom apartment
That's a tree. She said tree, right?
area.
C'est un
This is a 3-bedroom
She kind of saying three. It's 3 bedrooms apartment. Where's the trees? We need to see the trees. Where are they? And you know, one bed here, another one here, another one there. And you have like the best gooning room of all time.
Each bedroom has its own
Trees are in the floorboard.
ensuite
Makes
bathroom
sense.
and walk-in wardrobe.
Makes
And
sense.
every bedroom opens onto a balcony. If you need a full
I love how, you know, the voiceover is like voice frying maxing.
4th bedroom, part of the living area can be separated.
You can be part of the flat if you go to the beach first.
I mean, she wasn't saying this, but yeah, you could. You could. ASMR frying, yeah, why not?
There's even a private entrance on
We
this
could.
side.
Et nous avons
I mean, yeah, you know, everything looks fucking ugly in this flat so far. 70 million? Okay, sure. But this is fucking ugly, and once again, those doors here, this is not looking like extremely great or anything, and, you know, white, this is the kind of stuff you will like, I don't have the word, not even in French. Everything will be dirty pretty quickly.
The kitchen is tucked away
You can
in its own
corrupt
separate
these
zone,
walls.
with a dedicated entrance for staff.
No, wait, they are all white because of Gooners. Makes sense. Another cat fresh to collection, you know. Yeah, but you know, this is more like, you know, when people are extremely bad at English, you know, this is just like a comma. It's used to say something and instead of nothing, while keeping more time for the brain to try to that, you know. It's giving you more time to find what you want to say. Did you try to listen to Varg Skeletor? Did you try to listen to Joel talking English? I mean, he's doing this like 24 hours per day, I guess now. But listen carefully. He's saying this everywhere. The you know, it's everywhere. And that's kind of crazy.
vous avez également 3
The price also includes 3 large parking spaces and a private storage room.
la
Ooh,
possibilité
a private
d'accéder
storage
à-
As a
room.
resident, you have
What does that
access
mean? Like all the other houses doesn't have a private storage room? It's like shared? Oh, so you know. That's great.
to all amenities. An open-air seawater pool, currently closed due to the
This
weather.
one looks
Vous
kinda
avez,
dirty, I don't know
également
why.
A sauna, steam room, and massage suites.
Sauna and
salon
steam
n'est pas
room,
incroyable.
Just
wow.
look at this living room. It feels like you're on a yacht.
Yeah,
Si tu vois l'Italie,
I mean, you could go on a yacht, it will be like maybe cheaper.
From here, you can see Italy, Cap Martin, and the Port of Monaco.
You can see
Curious
Italy,
about the
wow.
cost of buying or renting a place in Maritera? Stay with me. I will soon reveal the price for both options.
The price!
Quand vous arrivez,
We're now back at the main entrance.
I
On
still
one
got
side,
like
the living
nade
room,
stuff
and on the
happening.
other,
I hate
the
that.
guest toilet.
Ooh, the toilet! Tiny toilet. Yeah, but they are also ugly and they are feeling like extremely cheap. You know, 70 million, but not in a toilet. No golden toilet this time. No like fancy crystal or I don't know. You know the I don't know the white stuff. You know, I mean not this white stuff. Like porcelain, you know. Anyway. Or marble, yeah, but I had something else in head, but yeah, could have been marble toilet. You know, something very fancy, but no, not here. Like just your fucking cheap hotel room plastic toilet. Because that's it. This location, this is just like your cheap first price plastic hotel where everything is not working at all. You can also smell the shit from here. Which is why they didn't open the toilet. McDonald's toilet, yeah.
donc ici, on a
Further in, there's a separate service area with a private entrance for staff.
Okay, another private entrance for the staff. And this time she's not saying the door is solid or anything like that. But we got fancy music.
et ce qui permet d'avoir ici la buanderie.
Including a laundry room and a dedicated staff restroom.
Oh, and suddenly you still got the cheap toilet, but ooh, this is even smaller than usual. Oh my god.
And of course, the spacious kitchen with direct access to the terrace.
She doesn't know how to sell her shit, right? She should definitely call for like a professional. I will grab this fucking stuff there. You know, she should call for a professional. That kind of professional, if you know what I mean. You need the persons with the sunglasses to sell that kind of stuff. And to show the world that kind of stuff. You buy this just for the 0% taxes and never live in it. I guess. Fiscal optimization, yeah, that makes sense.
All the appliances here are by Miele. I'm sure you've heard of this
And you are never putting anyone in it either, because otherwise, yeah.
premium German brand. Here's one oven, and right next to it, a second one.
Wow. The oven, I mean, this place is so not cursed that if you are looking closely, the oven is not even on, you know? Nothing displayed here, not even the time, not the hour, nothing. It's just, you know, cut, because nobody will use it
Here's one oven,
for the next 10 years.
and right next to it, a second one.
Great if you are a cleaning staff, sorry. I guess, yes, but you cannot live in it anyway, so, and there is nobody to serve, because nobody is living here. So, yeah.
Ici, l'avantage, c'est
A clever feature. You can get either still or sparkling water straight from
Ooh, you can get sparkling water?
this tap.
que tu vas avoir
That's cool.
The kitchen also includes a large refrigerator and a spacious freezer.
Oh, the spacious freezer. American freezer. I guess. And it is not sponsored by Evian, by the way. Huh? That's also the fridge?
And here's a dedicated wine fridge,
Oh, wine fridge. Sorry.
perfect for storing a serious collection. But here's a fun
A serious collection. No, we seen like better already. through those videos. We've seen better. Look, the guy is not looking very impressed. At all. Holy shit. He's not looking very impressed at all. He's looking so impressed that I need to do something more. I need to do something already. Give me a sec. You know, that's the only problem with OBS. It's not like X shit. You need to grab stuff in a much more harder way if you want to grab everything correctly. Boom. Yeah, no, I don't want this here. So you will almost not see the difference, but it is. Look at that. Look at this dude's face. San Pellegrino. Not even the horror farmer guy who could save this place. No. Look at that. Look at that. The guy is just dead inside. He's like, what am I looking at? What is he trying to sell here, you know? She's trying to sell like bullshit. You could tell by her eyes. She's like, "Ooh, this is fancy. You will buy. You will buy." And the guy is like, You could steal the woman's face too. No, she's a scammer.
Surprise. Watch this.
Maybe
Take
later
a
we
bottle
will
of
see.
wine, place it here, press the button, and voila.
Press the button and voila. What kind of voila is that?
You take a bottle of wine, place it here, press the button, and voila.
Gunner's place. Yeah, the Gun hole. Yeah,
Perfectly chilled.
perfectly chilled.
The main bedroom is located at the end of the corridor, and you can also separate it with interior doors.
I'm feeling like I'm talking like that, right? Because this is not an Englishman talking here. And also those gaps everywhere. This is fucking atrocious. That's atrocious.
We're now in the main bedroom. You can wake up in the morning and see the sea
That's the main bedroom?
right from your bed. It's absolutely breathtaking.
Yeah, just sleep outside. It would be even better for the breathtaking view.
From here, you also have
Yeah, the French accent is here. But it's cute and you're understandable. I guess. Why Pookie now? Why do you call me Pookie? It's like a cookie, but with more poo in it. A Kaguchi could be also be something, I guess, but no. Pookie. It's too cute. It's too cute for someone like me. Pookie! Ooh, the Pookie! Ooh, who's the Pookie here? Does the Pookie want a cookie? I don't know. I don't know.
have direct access to a spacious private terrace.
What is she talking about? Stop.
Absolutely breathtaking.
Yeah, breathtaking shit.
From here, you also have direct access to a spacious private terrace.
Private terrace.
Now,
Everything's so private.
let me show you the walk-in wardrobe.
Until someone is coming by boat here and will just watch you with the, the magnifying glasses. And you will be like, that's private, stop looking. And he will be like, fuck yourself, got naked, please. I don't know. American came out with private terrace. Yeah.
Just look at the space in here.
Look at the space, wow! I can use my arms like 30 centimeters away from me from both sides. This is not what I'm saying. It is spacious. Ooh, look, I have space. Just me in my small, webcam square. I have space. Look, but people should be able to, like, to get full movements. This is space, not what she's talking about here. The whole apartment is just space, and yet she's talking about space just here, Everything else, nah, no spaces, but here you got the space. Just like a laced sheep's bag, yeah. No, you even got less space than that in a lace bag.
So much room.
Sorry.
And here we have a second section for even more storage.
Here we have a second section for even more sex. In a section. And a mirror if you want to look at yourself during the goon.
The walk-in closet
Storage and space. No. Storage and sex.
leads directly into the main bathroom.
Oh, another plastic bathroom. Cool. Why is it so fucking ugly? Yeah, just put it in the middle of the room. Like that. You know you will, like, I don't know, lost 70% of the space in it. Why? I mean, if you want to have like a 360 view of the person taking their bath, that makes sense. Why not? I don't know. But you will put like water everywhere, which is kind of disgusting, right?
In this beautiful bathroom, you can lie in the bathtub and enjoy the incredible views of the sea, Monaco.
Yeah. And everyone will also enjoy the view of you being in your bathtub, right?
And the famous Monaco Rock.
Put in the middle like an art piece, the fuck? Yeah. Oh, I guess you can masturbate with that. I mean, for girls.
Voilà. Et si tu préfères prendre des...
And if you prefer a shower,
Oh, look! More stuff to masturbate, I
there's
guess,
a very large double
for girls.
walk-in shower right here.
double douche.
I mean, boys can use it too, I guess. And I'm pretty sure, like, all the rich dudes, they are old and stuff, they don't have testosterone anymore. They are all behaving like gays, I guess, right? So they could use that dildo shower head for all, yeah? Yeah, that's it. You said the word.
You also have 2 sinks and 2 toilets.
Wow, you got 2 toilets. Not showing those ones because they are pretty dirty.
Perfect for comfort and privacy.
Yeah, those toilets are perfect for privacy. Why? The others aren't? Once again, what's up with this ugly design for toilet?
Now, the question everyone's been waiting for. How much does real estate in Maritera actually cost?
In Maritera, the average price is a bit over 100,000 euros per square meter.
Ooh. With a price like that, I could afford, like, I don't know, not even a quarter of a square meter here.
All the
I could, like, stand on my feet and be like,
apartments here are large, typically 500 to 600 square meters. So you can do the math yourself to get an idea of what one of these properties might cost.
It's not like he gave the price right at the beginning of the video, right? So, of course, he said the price already. What the fuck? 10 mentions. Yeah, sure.
Another important factor,
Just that. For 1 square meter.
the floor matters. The higher you go, the higher the price.
What is the rental price
Wow. What is the rental price?
for this apartment?
This particular 3
They are so dead that they don't know how to, like, make everything move and look fancy. They're just talking in a fucking empty room. And even the weather is like, nah, this is not my day.
Bedroom apartment is over 600 square meters in size and is currently available for rent at 150,000 euros per month.
Oh, just that? Yeah. I mean, with a price like this, I would be in for 1 month, but I will be in debt for like 40 years after that. Just like the way I am right now, in fact.
What are the monthly charges?
Service charges for a residence like this are approximately 80,000 euros per year.
Oh, and suddenly you got something like, woo. But it is just the charges, right?
Well over 100,000 euro per square meter, and this apartment is over 679 square meters.
Why? Why so expensive? How do you live out of that? Who could afford that?
You do the math, we are talking about 70 million. So what do you think? Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? No, that's a scam.
Just like the Titanic.
Yeah, that's cringe. Stop. Don't do that, please.
For this right.
Buy an apartment for life somewhere else or live in Monaco for 1 month. Millionaires and billionaires, yeah, sure. And F1 drivers. Yeah, kinda. I mean, the F1 drivers won't have to pay this, right? It's offered by their ecurie. I don't know how you say this in English, but maybe it's the same.
Voilà.
So we've stepped out of the main bedroom. On this side, there's another
Wait,
spacious
what?
bedroom.
It's not over yet? Oh, yeah, finished by the... Just finished the tour by the worst... The worst room ever. What is that? They live here so that they don't have to pay tax on salary. Yeah.
Avec son
There is a walk-in closet, a full bathroom, with both a bathtub and a shower.
Wow. A shower. They even think about the small stuff that's going through out the wall, you know. Just in case you are just sleeping in the shower, you got your head being like hurt by that, and you will be dead. Also, I'm not seeing the sink here. Maybe it's hidden here somewhere. So, like, the water will go up forever. What the heck is that?
En fait,
Everything you might need.
Oh, this one is at least in the wall. Much more better, isn't it? You even got the window for someone else to look at you here. Gooning place. That's a gooning place. Sleep and get stabbed by the bench corner. Nicely said. Nicely said.
And over here is
Everything is
the
looking
third
so
bedroom.
cheap. So plastic, you know, this is disgusting.
Again, with its own beautiful dressing room.
And here suddenly, boom! Fancy IKEA.
Check out this clever feature.
IKEA.
When I
IKEA, whatever.
press this button,
She doesn't know. Oh, she got an orgasm here.
it seals off the wardrobe to protect the clothes from dust. Pretty.
Wow! It's protecting the clothes from dust, because doors are not doing this at all. And this stuff is definitely not made out of tissue, you know? It's not cloth or anything, so it's not creating dust, huh? And the clothes itself are not creating dust because they are made out of, you know, fibers and stuff. Wow. Technology, yeah. Oh, but you cannot choose. It's all of them or none. Cool.
Another spacious bathroom.
Once again,
here.
what?
As you walk,
What's wrong with this bathtub? Look, it's not even touching the wall here. It's not touching the wall. Why?
Another spacious bathroom here. As you walk in, there's a large walk-in shower.
Ooh, once again with, how do you call that? The bench? You got the desk bench here. But maybe, you know what? Everything is plastic, so in fact you could not die from that. You will get hurt a little bit, maybe got paralyzed forever, but you cannot die if it's made out of plastic. They think about everything. They don't want to have like dead customers in their hotel. They just want them to be half dead. You know, that way they won't have to pay for anything like, oh, he's dead, we want money now. It's like, no, he's not dead, and this is not our fault. Now imagine you want to take out one piece of clothing and you have to wait for the thing to retract. Yeah. But you know, I guess people like that just got time, you know, they got plenty of time every day. They are not doing anything with their lives. But at least they are rich.
Across from it, the toilet. You also have double sinks and a bathtub.
Wow, double sinks. Just like in high school, you know, you also got the double sinks. And in public toilets, you also got a double sink. If you want to take a shit together and wash your hands together. Double sheets, yeah, for double fun.
Itself is generously sized, and as you can see, it offers a beautiful view over Monaco.
Ooh.
The terraces on this side overlook the marina.
Can I have the place for my boat here?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure how the marina works. From what I've heard, it's connected to the main Monaco port, and you probably need to apply through them.
If you're interested,
Suddenly you got trees and a dead baby, but that's another story. I don't know, maybe they're doing sacrifice or something here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but it's looking like pretty dead anyway.
in buying,
This neighborhood is dead. 70 million plus one more 500. K, yeah, 500k to decorate bed and such. Yeah. How can you not know if you have a minor space?
or renting property in Maritera or anywhere in Monaco,
Apparently they
feel free
can.
to message Stephanie or me. All our contact details are in the video description.
Yeah, call now.
And please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps with the visibility on YouTube and motivates me to keep creating more.
What are we talking about else? No, nothing. Where are we going? Send a recommend. No. Bring me back to the stuff. So, Sander, sorry, but you got like huge competition. You got Eric. Eric is on your talon here, and he's doing much more better. I mean, look at that. You got 83k views, and Mr. Eric, it's like millions. Okay, what now? Huh? Feeling like exploring Scotland's abandoned hotel could be very cool. And don't get fooled, I haven't watched the video yet, just that I clicked it at some point, I guess. In the previous streams, I don't know. But let's go for this one, you know. They are also kind of cool. It's a bit harder to like tell what they're doing, but it's kind of cool and not looking like 70 million bullshit, at least. So yeah.
Amidst a wealthy estate, we would come across grandeur left to rot.
So impressive.
Ooh, I wonder if the cops will come also
You
today.
never get to see rooms this ornate.
Because feeling like They have done these ones like back to back.
Absolutely gorgeous.
I still don't get it how people can just abandon stuff like that. How is it possible?
In today's abandoned video, we're exploring the abandoned Letham Grange Hotel
Ooh, this location is looking pretty cool.
in Scotland, dating
Pretty
back
liminal.
to the 1800s. After years of neglect,
The back rooms.
we were curious to see what remained. Come with us as we head inside the ornate property with many surprises.
This is also sounding like extremely low. Whoop.
Overgrown grounds of a woodland estate, and imagine 19
Stop. We want to start from the beginning.
stood outside a derelict mansion house in
Cooler than the Monaco apartment and 90% cheaper for sure. In this state, yes. But 90% cheaper means it's still 10% of the price, so it's still worth 7 million. With 7 million, free of taxes, I could live a peaceful life forever, I guess. And my children too, and my grandchildren as well. I guess.
1976, and the
Depending on the inflation, you know. And the end of the world.
overgrown grounds of a woodland estate, and imagine that 9 years later, you would
We all need a cool 7 million, yeah?
be playing on what is arguably Scotland's finest inland golf course, staying in an imposing Victorian mansion hotel that had been painstakingly refurbished, would have stretched
Oh, it was an hotel. That means it's haunted now,
the
right?
imagination of even the most optimistic golf
I mean, it was in the title. I'm just being dumb, but yeah.
visionary.
It's haunted now.
However, that
is exactly what has happened here at Letham Grange.
On site, one
I mean, they are making like the haunted beat.
of the first spots. And Alistair's going for this to try and get in. That ain't happening.
Subtitles available. Yeah, I know I suck, but I won't use them.
Not enough. Yeah.
I mean, it looks pretty annoying to go here. Can't you just go there and hop like that? You know, it's much more lower, and from here you can hop there. What are you doing?
No, he doesn't.
I mean, I guess they love challenges, right?
There you go. Hello. What? Oh, you're down here? Not unless we cut the chain. Yeah.
And you got nothing to open that, right? What a shame.
In this episode of the Urban Exploring Adventure Show. Welcome to my house.
Ooh, you can see the demons passing by. Because I do remember seeing a video from a YouTuber being like, "Ooh, I'm sleeping in a hospital. It's haunted." And you know, the dude is just filming itself, sleeping on the medical bed, and he's like, I was like, "Ugh!" And he's showing on the camera, look, the demon who woke me up, and it was just small dust going, you know, passing by the camera, and you were like, yes. So now you know, dusts are demons in haunted places. Did you see it? Yeah. Hey there, dear. I almost missed that because, you know, I am going in my brain, I guess. What's up? Happy Thursday, boys. Yeah, kinda.
Huge.
Look, the demon! That's the demon. According to certain YouTubers, that's the demon. The demon is coming here to haunt you.
Abandoned
It's definitely not, you know, artifacts and dust.
mansion / hotel, and look at how nice the architecture is. We've just stepped inside. This episode takes us back to 2022 when we were accompanied by Hell on Earth on a short trip to Scotland.
This place
Ooh, 2022. This is already like 4 years old now. Wow.
is going to be really empty but full of stunning architecture. Just look at the woodwork and the coat.
You know, this is something I don't really understand. Like, okay, it's abandoned, but why destroying just this patch on the ceiling and not the rest, you know? Or you can take it in reverse. Why keeping everything here and just removing that? What's the point? What's your problem, guys? People are just going here and like, ooh, I will destroy this patch of ceiling and not the rest because I'm okay with that. Natural decay? No. I mean, decay can destroy everything at once, you know. Decay is not like selective like that.
But full of stunning architecture. Just look at the woodwork and the coping. Normally it's always white.
You know, natural decay just on the location here and not anywhere else in the room. I don't believe it. Ghosts are doing that, you know.
Fairly detailed, but this is something else. The roof as well.
The Monks Golf Society. Wow, I did not know monks were playing golf. Hey Vlad, are we monks? Because we are playing golf on Discord?
This room looks like it's continuing a similar theme. Massive bay window.
You know, no natural decay here. Not even on the curtain.
With curtains all still up. Such a pleasure to witness.
And no natural decay on the like the beer dispenser.
To be honest. See some of the signs of the old house.
But of course they got Guinness because, you know, it wouldn't be Scotland without Guinness, I guess. You had an idea with us golfing? Yeah, sure.
Hotel here.
I mean, it's not like the game is bugged or anything, right?
This is the bar.
One round without using power-ups, why not? You are saying this because you want me to lose, right? You know I cannot win without cheating.
I don't know if it's fallen down or this is how it was intended.
I think that furthest one.
I mean, this is here. This could be like real crystal, right? This could be real crystal. So why nobody stole it already, you know? Because natural decay cannot do anything with that. And if it's like not stolen, why like the person who owned this hotel didn't get that back, you know, and sold it to make you know, a little bit more of money out of their problem here.
It's definitely fallen. The woodwork is just so impressive.
Yeah.
And suddenly you got boobs and ass crack. And what's that? It's looking like a Christmas tree, but with too many garland on it. Or maybe this is tomato sauce. I'm not sure. Maybe this is like period blood, because it's just under the whatever human is that. I'm not sure. I don't know.
There's still paintings up too, and the mosaic floor's still intact. I believe this is the main entrance, if I've got my bearings right. The ceilings in almost every room are amazing. I've got on a nail.
Oh, it's not as impressive as I thought it would be.
For an entrance hall, no, to be fair.
Considering the state of the other rooms.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
really?
so far, yeah, it's looking like a normal entrance, you know, nothing haunted, nothing weird, no decay on the ceiling. It's looking cool. You could live here.
Nice carved wooden ceiling there.
We had attempted the former manor as early as 20.
But this one here, that's a bit too low, maybe. You cannot walk correctly with this in the middle of your way, right?
2020, but it took us 2 more years to find success. Externally, the building appeared increasingly damaged by vandals, with reports of numerous fires occurring inside.
Yeah, but the vandals were just on the outside because apparently they're like, ooh, we are pushing chairs. That's it. They are just pushing chairs, you know. Vandals in Scotland, they are like good boys, you know. They are good
Furniture in
boys.
this room.
Not destroying too much because otherwise this would be like, you know, not nice.
Although it's not very set up. I love the woodwork. It's so apparent in almost every single space here. The carvings on that odd fireplace.
Oh shit. Sorry. So silent. But you can see some demons coming here and there.
Some bar stools against the wall.
Just caught a glimpse of this room, and that ceiling is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and no natural decay here.
So impressive.
I'm so sad.
You never get to see rooms this ornate. Well, very rarely anyway. It just continues in here. This looks like another bar.
You can go through this video a bit quicker if you feel like it. We'll see. We'll see. And no, I haven't heard anything. Sorry.
But with equal grandeur.
I mean, for sure. This is not like as interesting as the haunted videos.
It's a lot smaller there.
But it's still cool.
This is a conservatory by the looks of it.
Just, you know, maybe they could have left some beers for them to drink, you know, before leaving. Could have been nice.
We're gonna have to climb through here, I assume. It's this testicle.
But this here,
Yeah,
this location
that's
looks
really cool.
extremely nice. A bit cold because apparently it's like fall or something, but
Climbed through into the conservatory
Yeah.
or greenhouse.
this location looks amazing.
Interesting to be in an abandoned one of these because
Like, it's like you're outside, but inside. Not like inside out, it's more like outside in. I don't know if it's making sense.
it's meant to have vegetation growing in it, but it's decaying at the same time, so it's kind of a mix, which is quite interesting.
You know, on this place, if you are playing JRPG, you know this is where the bullshit will happen. You know the final boss is nearby. You know the final boss is almost there. That's how you know, those places are behaving. I mean, this is not the place itself behaving like that, but yeah. So many details in the woodwork. Yeah, woodwork. I mean, technically, this is trees, so that's wood. And they are working hard to invade the place. So you could call that woodwork, yeah?
It's fairly untouched, so it seems. Though by the look at the boards outside, it's definitely been targeted as a place of entry before.
This is the place for Batman's villain, Poison Ivy. Maybe. Maybe.
Walking into the light of the conservatory, it is yet another example of gorgeous architecture scattered throughout the large mansion. Alongside a rich
I mean, it's not like the door is open or anything. It just goes through the window, yeah. Easier.
history,
It's easier.
we were glad that we
I
could
guess.
take in these unique features.
At least for them.
Letham Grange dates back to the 1820s, designed for the wealthy family that owned the estate. Passed over generations, for more than a century, the last resident died in 1957 and the house became unoccupied for 30 years.
Ooh.
In 1987, it opened again after redevelopment into a country hotel with extensive leisure facilities, including 2 golf courses.
Wow, 2 golf courses. Just that. Rich people being rich.
However, the restoration wouldn't last, and the site would run into financial battles with liquidation, dragging on for a decade and stalling any preservation efforts that could have happened.
It's always about the money. Nobody wants to preserve a place like that. You don't have money, we don't want to preserve it, sorry. Or a farmer, the place for us. Yeah, but you know, it's too expensive. I prefer to play golf on Discord. This is definitely better and cheaper.
Oh shit. This is the central staircase.
Pretty outrageous.
Yeah, it's crazy that there's so much vandalism in here, but that picture's still there. The ceiling too, that skylight, such a
Nobody
nice
decided to like keep the portraits, because I'm pretty sure this kind of stuff could worth a lot of money, right? I don't get it. The roof guys miss this place. Yes, because this is not in France. They don't have the business here.
The hotel would close in the early 2000s, though parts of the complex continued to be used for golf. But this too tragically folded in 2019, the grand property vacant.
In love with this banister. Architecture continues here.
Okay, this floor here is looking like a bit less good. And you know what? We didn't had any piano so far. I'm kind of sad about it.
I really like
No
skylights.
primo piano for us.
Nice wide corridor. These will probably be the nice bedrooms for the guests at the hotel.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
stay there.
I assume that
Nobody wants to steal them.
room to the
Wonder
left there
why.
will be a bathroom.
Wow, square toilet. Still looking less cheap than the previous video.
It's a nice room. Love the floral pattern on the ceiling.
The same goes for this room, you know. Looks much more interesting.
It's all quite
Better
stripped up
toilet,
here.
yeah.
Carpet's been removed. There's quite a bit of mould too.
Oh, this is not mold. This is like the sign of the demon. You know, this is what demons are doing when they are coming into our realm. They are destroying the walls and they're going through. And after that, they are flying freely in the house. Until someone is coming, they are going with this person, and that way they can leave. And after that, they could like roam freely into the earth. That's how it is working. The Simon demon sign, maybe not. Ooh, another ban evader here. Boom. What the fuck is his name? Passionate Stand Still. Ooh, what a name. What a name. Bots. I could be reached by bots, you know, but no. I don't want that. Oh my god. So many demons. You know, this wall is just looking like the one from Stranger Things, you know, where the what's the name? The Gorgon demon or whatever goes through the wall, you know, opening the stuff and reclosing it. Closer to roof equal more water damage. Oh yeah, the Demogorgon, yeah.
It's ferns coming down from the skylight.
Yeah.
Another nice staircase.
But water, this is what they want you to think, but it's not water, it's demon.
With a nice banister.
Demon blood, maybe even. Because, you know, they are coming out and this is stairs and they are falling down. Because that's life.
You can just hear the echoes of hell and earth.
There is no stairs in the demon realm, right?
Constantly. It's a strange cabin with security, but absolutely no sign of...
This is not a security booth here. That's just your usual Tsigan living here forever.
Of them. It's crazy how...
I mean, you know, they got the antenna here, so, you know, they are here to stay.
much this building's being neglected from how it was when we came a couple years ago.
Ooh, look, natural decay.
To now, the difference is unbelievable, really. Right, so Johnny's going to take us up to the tower. Have you've already been up?
Yeah, I came up here first.
Thanks for the booty shot, I guess.
60 stairs up.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So cool.
Oh wow, you got more stairs after the stairs?
What time's sunset now?
I think it's between 6 and 7. What time is it now?
This is like the royal the royal chamber, sorry.
Oh, that'll be alright.
We'll finish this one.
Yeah.
This is the shiniest.
Ooh, according to the walls, this is like the cursed chamber, like the most cursed one. The cursiest chamber ever. You can tell because, you know, there is religious stuff happening and demons love that. You know, they are attracted by those kind of display. They love it. I don't know why. Bro, did not say that. Too bad.
Pretty cool. Do you think this was a bedroom?
My hairs are attacking me. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention, okay?
Got the highest view of anything.
Out onto the roof here. You'll have to excuse the chatting below. This is at the
Hey, there is still electricity. This whole stage is
top of the
fake.
tower.
I don't know.
Some really nice views all about, actually. It's a nice time to be exploring autumn, as long as it's not too wet. You can see the full expanse
Nice view.
of the property here and its grounds.
Looking like that, this is kind of small.
Within every nook and cranny of the desolate manor, there seemed to be remnants of the original building. Unlike many similar structures, the lack of support before closure had prevented any modernisation from taking place.
This is really nice. I wasn't expecting this to be in here. Sounds like one
Wonder how much this
of us is
costs.
upstairs.
No idea.
Looks like they've put a partition
No
wall in
idea.
at some point, but at least it's still fairly grand. Yeah, it is. I couldn't tell. I was looking through my camera, but that's a fully furnished bathroom.
Ooh,
Surprised
the
the mirror's
mirror is
not
not
smashed.
broken.
The bath's like built into this unit.
Ooh, more natural decay.
Looks very 70s. All the wooden
Waste?
panelling.
What do you mean waste?
Oh yeah, looks quite like a school.
It's nice for the golf club.
This floor doesn't look like very solid here. Unlike the doors, you know.
Kitchen's in here, full of stuff.
And a notice board. All this is for the golf club. Must have been a separate building. It's probably a small bar or a cafe for...
Oh, you can smell. You can smell the smell from here, you know. I can feel it like old wood Nobody opening the windows for like 2 decades, and yeah. We all know this smell, right? I guess.
The visitors.
That smelly smell that smells, exactly.
I wonder if they'd had trophies in this cabinet. That's very cool.
Ooh, this is looking like a stage for some YouTube videos here, I don't know why.
They definitely would have had trophies, look at those. And plaques, the winners from every year. Good.
Wow, Mr. Goodrum looks very good. He has been champion for a long time.
Had a really good run. Lights on in here. Doesn't look like one of the original ones though.
Oh wow. Okay, this is looking like a Rockstar
Can hear
place
water
now.
running as well.
A 90s teenage kid. You know, the rad-like ones.
Never a good sign when the electricity works.
They are like, I'm too cool to clean my room. Grunge teen, yeah.
It's like the staff
yeah,
room for the
kinda.
golf club.
Kurt Cobain room. When he was alive.
It's really mouldy in here. That's what happens when you board everything up. And the others have come through here with the way this is swinging. It's very stripped in the basement.
More natural decay everywhere. How sad. But for some reason, the insurance's plate is fine, you know? Insurances cannot decay ever.
Excuse me, just blowing spiderwebs out from my nose.
Looking like shit.
Oh, this is cool.
Okay, the basement looks like extremely
One of the more
big.
unique features from this building. Through the glass is an entire curling rink, and that's definitely the first time.
This is looking like infinite, you know? On the top room, on the roof, everything was so small, and here, boom, you got like secret. I forgot the name. He said it like 2 minutes ago, and I already don't remember. But yeah, you got secret underground with plenty of stuff. Meanwhile, the golfers are, you know, up here.
I've said that in one of these videos.
Spanking new British trumpet.
This
Who
is
knows?
the bar for it.
Basement, bunker, basement, but underground also working, I guess. But basement, yes. Curling rink. It's like a link, but mistranslated, you know. The legend of Delda with Rink inside. Rink is the hero. Granendorf is the bad guy. Jim Ike can escape. Ooh, 1984. We are in trouble here. We are in trouble. Curling means ass leak in Romanian. I mean, that's kind of the sport, right? This is what they are doing, I guess.
Behind the bar. All the glasses are still here though, some are smashed.
Look at all these glasses being lost for
So
time.
much glass on the floor.
Yeah, just step on the glass. Make
I
it
believe
crack.
that's the head guys from Hell on Earth outside making those noises. It does create a bit of an atmosphere though, it sounds like an air raid siren.
Maybe there is still money inside. Oh my god. Why so yoni tonight?
Okay, there's a hole in that bit.
And so many demons.
Folly's collapsed staircase. that brings you out into this incredible ice rink. Listen to the sound of that.
This is how you summon a demon.
Until these guys were rich.
You go, and the demon respawn, my queen.
Got chandeliers all the way down this ice rink. It's really impressive. I've never been in a room like it.
Did you hear it? The curling area, yeah. This is where all the ass leakers are gathering, you know. And you can even play aim, you know. Someone is staying in the middle with the ass open, and people just need to jump and aim to... I don't know. I never tried, so never mind, okay? I don't know how it is working. Play the ass leaking game. This place has good potential. Yes, indeed. I mean, it had, because, you know, it's completely abandoned and nobody can take it anymore because apparently it's too expensive, which is kind of sad, but yeah, I mean, there is plenty of good locations here. If you want to play like a giant hide and seek, this location is completely absurd, you know? Should be very nice. I thought you summon him with gooning over the loogie board. Never tried, maybe that's how you do it? I don't know.
As the daylight faded away.
But yeah, from the outside, it's not looking like there is a whole basement to play curling, right?
We were finally able to appreciate the stunning facade of Letham Grange Hotel.
It's not like it will be here, you know, that's too small.
As we left, that equals
too
what we had discovered
human-sized
inside. The empty security cabin summed up the distinct neglect that the premises has faced during its lifespan, allowing vandalism to occur before and after our visit. Nothing has changed since, and the manor remains derelict.
But apparently the security guy is still living here because, you know, he can. Alone.
Here are some of our photographs captured at the abandoned mansion. If you like the look of them, check out our Instagram page in the description, where we share images from our explores months before they are seen on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We're uploading weekly in December, so look out for a new video every Friday. See you next time.
Yeah. See you next time. What kind of video could we have next? Because they are kinda long, but I don't know. You have a surprise in the React playlist now. I got a surprise. What? Give me a second. I just need to blow my nose. I will be able to think a bit more after. I can hear you. Oh my god. Sorry for that. Ouch. Like, what do you mean? Do I need like to reload the full stuff? Ooh, that's a surprise. YouTuber pleads guilty. Oh, that's pretty new. It wasn't out when I started the stream. Hey, that's the dude, right? That's him. That's Eric Van Conover. Let's try to see this one.
Okay, guys. So an update on a story that
I'm kind of curious about that, even if it's a bit out of the stuff. Yeah, that's our farmer dude. Let's see.
Went viral last year. The famous YouTuber Eric Conover had almost 3 million subscribers. He got famous touring mega mansions in New York and around the world. Last year, he was charged with attempted
Hours and glasses. I mean, I can.
murder.
But at least I am not in prison.
And he has now pled guilty. He did not plead guilty to attempted murder. He got a plea deal. He pled guilty to first-degree assault and reckless conduct, which is an amazing deal for him. He's going to be spending 4 to 10 years behind bars, but initially he was facing potentially the rest of his life behind bars because he was, like I said, initially charged with attempted murder.
Ooh, why do you want to do that? Don't you have enough houses outside?
Now, this whole story has had some wild twists to eventually come to this conclusion. If you don't remember the initial video we saw of him last year when he was in the orange jumpsuit, he was talking about how I will eviscerate anyone with my intelligence if they challenge me.
If anyone dares try to test my mental competence, I will eviscerate every single person with.
Dude, put your sunglasses on. This will be much more easier. Because like that, this is not looking very great. This is not looking very great. But you know what? Why not? Why not? I mean, we can capture this face, right? But maybe he will do a better one.
My intelligence right now, and that's not being egotistical.
So initially, it looked like he was going to be fighting the case. He was going to.
The sunglasses control him, just like the Green Goblin mask. Makes sense.
Use his amazing intelligence to somehow get himself out of this case. But it turns out that's not what happened. He took a plea deal, and the reason for that we'll go over in this video why he decided really the only option he had was to take the plea deal. Now, this story started out all the way back in March of last year. The initial
I love the real fake background, you know.
Inclination that we got that something was off was a Reddit post back in March.
Oh wow, what is... Hey, stop. What is this pose? Okay, this is even better than the face. This is like the primary NPC pose, right? The guy is still posing. Ran into Eric Van Conover this morning in New York City and he wanted to fight? What? What? What the fuck is that? Look at this throw. Yeah. I mean, if you're throwing more eggs, you could draw a penis. Right? You could.
Last year. It was titled, Ran into Eric Van Conover this morning in New York City, and he wanted to fight. And the post goes over that bro was lit, approached and started yelling at some 50-plus guy unprovoked who was training his dog because Eric thought the dog was being treated harshly. It looked like it was going to come to blows. I intervened and asked if the guy wanted me to call the police. At that point, Eric turned on me and started calling me a cuck and a coward, weirdly.
What? You know, that escalated quickly here. What the fuck just happened? Bro was lit. Huh? This sounds like a huge drama out of nowhere.
Tried to walk.
Like the dude just missed a bit of sleep and this is how it's ended.
Away. He followed me for a good 10 minutes, aggressively walking behind me and shouting insults. He's a huge guy, and I started getting nervous. It was going to turn physical. I called 911, and once he realized I was on the phone with the police, he just sat down on a bench near 108 Riverside and kept the insults coming. The 911 dispatcher told me to walk away. Now, they also uploaded a picture of Eric standing very oddly. He kind of looks like...
He's looking like an NPC, yeah?
NPC from...
That's exactly it. That's it.
From Skyrim, kind of. I don't know why he was standing like that. But this was the first inclination.
Yeah, from fucking Skyrim, apparently.
that something was really off with Eric Conover. Now, a few days after that, there
That was a clone. That's why. It was a clone.
was more posts. Eric actually started posting very odd things to his Instagram. He posted a clip of him that says "ouch" cuffed up, and he posted another clip of him with he had some pharmaceuticals where it said, "Yeah, the pharmaceutical industry."
What? Pharmaceutical industry tried to gaslight. Medication 2. What the fuck is that?
He tried to gaslight me that I needed medication too, and so he apparently had stopped taking some medication. A lot of people did some cyber sleuthing, and they found out the medication that he was not taking anymore was for bipolar disorder. And then
Ooh, we see now. You have broken the law. Opposed. Looks like he has one tooth exactly. Yeah, that was so weird. Still that face? No, because you can see it's not
we eventually
that.
found out that the cuffing photo.
I mean, I could steal the plushie here, but at least the NPC pose that's already something, right?
The bruises from being cuffed. He was actually arrested for driving while intoxicated. He got a DUI. That's the initial reason that he was arrested, which is interesting because he had posted a video on his channel talking about how he had been sober for several years. So apparently he had stopped taking his medication, he had fallen off the wagon and started drinking again, and that's why he was initially arrested for DUI. Now things went from bad to worse for...
And besides that, there is normal people who will struggle their whole life with everything, and you got dudes like that, being bipolar, killing people, and having like 3 million followers on YouTube. Bipolar makes sense. One side with sunglasses, one side without. Harder to do, but yeah, this is possible.
For Eric Conover, because after the initial arrest, he was actually arrested again a few days later. A cop pulled him over again. I believe the cop said that he was driving erratically, so he pulled him over. And he told the Eric Conover he was going to arrest him. Eric Conover did not agree with that, so he tried to leave. He ended up hitting the cop with his car, and the cop went flying 30 feet into the air.
30 feet into the air, like upward or, straight line? Because upward, 30 feet, this looks like a huge distance, right? You have the same sunglasses than in Matrix. Yeah, kinda. You don't know, maybe I'm like, I'm one of them. But I'm not serious enough to, to be part of the crew. But maybe one day I will be able to see the Matrix, be able to see and navigate the Matrix like I want. Could be nice, could be nice, but I will need also the right outfit, which is not what I have on me right now. I just got like some random bullshit I had from high school. Oh, by the way, this shirt here is like 20 years old now. I had this fucking shirt for 20 years now. That would be peak. Yeah, could be nice. But if that's the case, if somehow at some point I will like wake up with the Matrix power and being able to shift through reality and stuff, I will come to see you all, and I will give you the good pill, and you will be part of the crew too. You can take the channel and make house tour. Hey, yeah, I should start to do the same. And since I'm not bipolar, I should be alright. But who knows? Maybe people won't like me because, they will be like, hey, you are doing just like this fucker who is in prison now. We are not trusting those guys anymore. And because of this, this will fail. You like Asmongold, who don't buy new clothes. Wait, Asmongold is buying new clothes? Are you sure? Are you sure about that? I mean, yeah, he got also long hairs. That makes sense. But I don't know how he's doing like weird faces, you know. Sometimes he's like, oh yeah, but I'm not watching him enough, so in fact, I don't really know, but I trust you on this one. But maybe, who knows? Asmongold is also part of the Matrix. Maybe on the agent side. Not sure.
Then led the rest of the police, I believe, on about a 26-mile chase before they ended up using spike strips to disable his vehicle, and then he was arrested.
Oh, you can see how they disabled the vehicle. It's flat now. But only 3 tires. Because, you know, you still want one to be able to move the vehicle. A bit less further. A bit more further. Just in case.
So after that, that's when he was charged with attempted murder. That's when this story went viral. That's when the clip of him talking about eviscerating everyone with his intelligence came out. And like I said, initially it looked like he was going to be fighting the case. But a few months after that initial video, Eric Conover did something very stupid.
Yeah. Everyone is doing something stupid. You don't watch him anymore? But he said that he don't buy clothes. 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 I mean, yeah, that makes sense. If there is no like holes in them, you can still wear them, you know. That's not a hole. That's fine, you know. I will still wear that. I will stop once, you know. There will be more holes than cloths on it. And I got like plenty of them like that. And by the way, clothes are expensive, you know, and I don't have the money right now. I need to keep the money to pay the taxes and the debts and the debt and everything. So yeah, I will keep my 20 years old high schooler clothes. Everything will be fine. Bro yeeted the cop 9.2 meters away. That's crazy. I mean, in distance, this is more than that, I guess. He was not part of the Matrix, so impossible to dodge the bullet, I guess. You don't buy clothes too, you use the old stuff from army. Oh, you're an ancient dude from the army? Wow, that's great. I mean, I guess that's great. I'm not sure. I have a friend that is still serving in the army, by the way, but I haven't been in contact for like, what, 6 years? 7 years, maybe? The relationship always were a bit like, I love you, me neither, you know? It was more like fighting each other every time, but he's a cool dude. I love it a lot. I love him a lot. And his girlfriend was also like a high school friend, so I guess if they are together, that's a bit because of me. But yeah, it was a good time. You did 6 years, but every good thing had an end. Has an end. Wow, okay. I mean, does that mean now you are like retired from the army? Does that mean you get money? I mean, that's cool if you still got all your legs and arms and yeah, and still alive and still got your mental health. That's cool. That's huge. Because I don't really know how it is working in the army. You just didn't resign? Oh, so you have no money. Oh, that's bad, I guess. Or I should say sad. I mean, You risk your life. You should have some compensation, right? Even if you didn't resign. This is not fair. This is not fair. Like now that they want to send people do the war because you know that they want like to have less people in our countries, and at the same time they want to say, "Oh, look, we got soldiers," but they are not sending the soldier. You know, if something is happening at some point in Europe, they will send normal people, the ones who never signed for that, but they will not send like the kids rich or the rich kids anyway. And yet, soldiers that want to do it, no paycheck. Sad. I disagree. I disagree with this system.
He actually admitted that he was going to be faking.
Anyway, I don't want to kill the mood or anything. I hope you still had fun in those 6 years of serving the country. If it's what you did, I don't know.
Mental illness in order to get out of this case. A local news agency covered it, so I'll show you that clip.
Court documents reveal Conover underwent an evaluation. A court.
Oh, they're just saying Eric Conover, not Eric Van Conover, because the Van was too much. You know, it was like a fake name, so that way anyone, I mean, no one could recognize him online on YouTube.
Granted him 30 days in a mental health facility, and they determined he is competent to stand trial. Now the state is objecting to an expedited bail hearing, citing those conversations with his parents while he was in jail.
The state is asking the court to deny Eric Conover's request for an expedited bail hearing and treat his mental health crisis claims with skepticism. After conversations, the state says Conover...
According to the picture, and if this is his parents here, he doesn't have his father's ears. And not the beard too, so I guess everything belongs to the mother.
Conover had with his parents while he was behind bars. During phone calls Conover made from the Carroll County House of Corrections, the state says Conover told his father he had a plan to get out of jail, saying, quote, mental health crisis is our go-to. The state says Conover also told his father, quote, the route we take, I will fake this mental illness thing because you are gaslighting me into thinking I am not intelligent. The court documents say
What am I reading at?
Conover asked his mother during a different call to use ChatGPT to develop an email with an attorney titled, YouTuber has mental health crisis. The state says Conover then said to his mother, quote, if you do a PR thing on a mental health crisis, you know what that makes people feel? Empathy. And you can't hate people you feel empathetic towards.
Okay, guys, I have mental health, okay? Problem. And tomorrow we will do the same, but there is no cops in my city, so I will simply run over some dirt pile, and we will call that like a huge problem, and that way people will get empathetic feelings towards me, and I will be happy. What the fuck is that? USA is the best. They even have clothes for their prisoners. See this perfect blue shirt. Yeah, it's cool, right? But it's looking like the one you got when you are going to the morgue, you know? When you are dead, cold dead on the plate, you know? Before, you know, putting you in the drawer. It's looking like that, so I guess he's not wearing any pants. You know, no underwear under that. Which could be a bit comfy, but also could be a bit weird. Especially if the chair is cold.
Legal expert Patricia LaFrance says the state has a strong case.
I would assume any claims of a mental health crisis would be looked at.
They're just doing like Skype, Skype communication. Ooh, Patricia LaFrance. What a name.
with skepticism because it appears that he has perpetrated a fraud on the court. That's very damning evidence that the prosecutor has in terms of the defendant claiming that he was in a mental health crisis at the time.
So yeah, admitting that you're going to be faking mental illness and trying to get people to feel bad for you because you had some sort of mental break, that's not a good idea. And
okay, guys, that's not a good idea, so I won't do it tomorrow. Baggage USA spotted. Yes.
obviously,
That's it.
most people should know the conversation that you have in jail, through the glass on the phones. The police can record that, so that was incredibly stupid.
Yeah, sure. What was he thinking?
The only evisceration that Eric Conover did was to his own case.
It's important to talk about something while wearing a shirt where there is written crime is legal. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So, what does that mean? Is he on, like, Eric's side or not?
By doing something so incredibly stupid. And once that came out, once the judge was presented with that evidence of Eric saying, hey, we're going to fake mental illness, the mental illness claim went right out the window, right? That was gone. Eric Conover could not use that. And at that point, Eric was basically screwed. He had no case other than claiming the mental health crisis, right? So since he couldn't do that, he was facing multiple decades behind bars for apparently attempted murder and many other things. And so ultimately, Eric decided to take a plea deal.
What? This guy's neck is double than mine. Yes.
Like I said at the beginning of the video, he took a plea
we
deal
need a good view
for
at the neck.
first-degree assault.
But yeah, the same goes for me, I guess. Like, he's starting there like that. Me, I still got a gap, I still got a gap here. You can see my neck is not starting at the same location, which is cool, I guess. I prefer to have a chibi neck instead like of American neck.
And reckless conduct, which he'll now spend 4 to 10 years behind bars. Now, some people may be like, why did the police decide, or why did the prosecution decide to give him that plea deal? Well, in any case, even if you have like all of the evidence, they could still potentially lose the case. I mean, you obviously you have the O.J. Simpson case. I think most people know he was guilty, but he was found not guilty because the prosecution really screwed up that case. And ultimately, even if they knew they were going to win the case,
that's how justice is working, he murdered like 20% and there is 100 witnesses. No, that's fine. He's not a murderer. Case is closed. He's free. And you got people like, I don't like you on internet. Call the cops, call the police, and put this one in jail. This is happening in Britain, right? Right now, like, I've seen a video today. Apparently, there is like 1,200 people put in jail per year because they are just giving opinions on Facebook. And suddenly Amelia is out and she's trying to help them. The biggest waifu in the world right now. Witnesser, this sounds kinda cool in my opinion. I mean, if I'm, like Neo, maybe I could like rewrite the Matrix and change a dictionary.
case, a case is still going to take potentially multiple years, and I don't know how much money it's going to take to prosecute this. So just, offering the plea deal of the lesser charges to get the conviction is something they will often do, which is why he decided to take that plea deal. Now, interestingly enough, the police officer that Eric hit with his car was actually at the courthouse, and he was not happy that the prosecution gave Eric Conover a plea deal because apparently the police officer has had lasting injuries that he's still trying to recover from nearly a year later. So he was not happy with
when this happened.
with Eric getting this plea deal.
Conover hit the officer, Cameron Emmett, who rolled onto the
Was it like 1 year ago, 2 years ago?
hood and was carried and thrown 40 feet.
This is not the outcome I had hoped for and not the outcome that reflects the severity of what happened. A police officer
You should do something for the microphone here. This is disgusting.
being run down intentionally during the course of duty is not a minor incident.
Conover then led authorities on another 28-mile chase before police arrested him.
But yeah, there you go. That's the end of the case. Eric Conover will now be spending between 4 and 10 years behind bars. I don't think he'll...
They're not sure yet if it will be 4, 10, 6, 8.
I don't think he'll probably spend 10
7.
years. It'll probably be closer to the 4 years that he'll be spending behind bars. But yeah, I don't...
No more house tours for him, or for me. I mean, there's still plenty of videos of him. And since he's behind the bars, you know, he cannot sue me for looking at those videos and reacting to them live.
I don't think you'll be seeing any new videos on the Eric Conover channel. Maybe if he plays his cards right, maybe they'll allow him to do one more video. He can do here in my jail cell, you know, show off the jail cell. I don't know. Maybe not. I really don't know. But it'd be interesting. I do wonder, like, if he goes to prison for 4 years. Let's say he gets out at the 4-year mark, and then he comes back and tries to do YouTube again. Will there be people who continue to watch his videos? I know 4 years without up.
Yeah, of course, there will be people watching that. Just the YouTube algorithm will be a bit broken, but if he can do this, everything will be fine for him, right?
Uploading is it's like
just maybe the people who were like renting the house or lending the house for 1 day or 2, maybe they will be like, we know you, I don't want to die, so no. So instead, he will do like Airbnb reviews, you know, instead of big houses. He will do like regular houses reviews. It will be, you know, maybe a bit less interesting, but if he can Aura Max with the sunglasses, maybe this could still be very interesting, you know, because the real point of those videos, this is not like the house itself, it is more like how it is done, you know, and he was doing this pretty correctly. I mean, if you're taking your time and looking at small stuff in detail, you can have like content in a regular house for at least 1 day, for 1 or 2 hours of videos, just in a regular house. There is so much to say about that. If you know how to do it, this would be perfect. I mean, you know, last year, I did like a video about the the trailer from Pokemon Legends ZA, and like the trailer was like 3 minutes long or something like that, with almost nothing to see, and I've made like an hour long or almost 2 hours long videos about you know, supposition and theories, just with a 3-minute trailer. So in a full house, you can check everything and be like, ooh, wow, look at this corner, I cannot believe my eyes. I don't know. We'll do one huge watch party and watch all of his videos, yeah, 1 day.
It's like 20 years in real life, but on YouTube it's like that's way too long.
Public toilet tours, yeah, this could work. For real, this could work. This will be like extremely disgusting, but this could work. Do you think there is a YouTube channel ranking and visiting all the public toilets in every cities and countries? Oh. This is very conceptual, but maybe some people will like it. I don't know. I don't know. But the concept exists. It exists.
So it would be interesting if he got out of jail in 4 years and started up.
I mean, you can like ask the city, you know, in the big ones. We need a janitor, please, to accompany us and told us about what the fuck is happening in those toilets, you know, the stories the backstories, the hidden stuff. Where is the naughty corner, and where is the poo-poo corner, and where is the drug corner? Because I guess all of them are happening at once sometimes in those toilets, you know, depending if a big party is nearby or not. And janitor, we need to like clean after that, so they know everything, right? So this could be very cool to make, I guess.
Like again, would people continue to watch his videos? Would people tune in again? I really don't know. But there you go. There's an update on the story. Eric Conover pleads guilty. Will now be spending potentially up to an entire decade behind bars. Let me know what you think in the comments below.
Cool. Cool. The guy is cooked. The guy is cooked, but yeah. Oh, this one is new, right? It wasn't here before. Obscure YouTube mysteries. Ooh, kind of like that. We will see. But it's a bit too early to finish the stream, so we need to dive into something. Are we like going on a 35 million island? Or are we checking the horrors on abandoned government websites? With both, I can keep the sunglasses because either way, if you are from the government, you know the men in black, always wearing sunglasses, and or a relaxing dude on a small island, you need sunglasses too. So you are voting for the horror. Anyone else voting? Zia, do you want the horror too? And I need to blow my nose. Give me a sec. Horror, yeah, okay, let's go with the horror. Which is this video already, so I could like already do that. Give me a sec. Hey, stop. What are you trying to do? That was me yesterday night. Anyway. Oh, but you know what? First, before diving into the video, I would like to show something. I'm pretty sure I got it somewhere. Where is it? I just need to find a small picture. Nice shot. Nice double shot. Where is it? Huh? That's weird. Oh, because I'm dumb. It should be here. That's why. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, yeah. I got the picture. I got it. Give me a second here. That's an emote I'm planning on putting on the channel. I know which ball I want to grab. This was from a Pokemon game, a fan game. Pretty good one, by the way. You'll watch the VOD and see the masterpiece. No, I took a look backward. I see what you've done. I see. But you know what? I'm starting to get extremely dry. So, I just need to take a very small break, a very quick one here, because otherwise I will die from dehydration. What kind of music can I put here? I don't know. Do you like Chrono Trigger? You will have Chrono Trigger music, I guess. Be right back. Oh, you know what? This music is taking so much time to finish before starting. That's not great. Anyway, I'm back. Sorry for that. I am back. And I see you all recharging the tomato meter. I can see this happening. Okay, but now... Oh, look, the chat just disappeared. Oh no, I hate that. Anyway, I don't know why this is happening. Tomato cannon. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, not the tomato cannon. At this point, this should be called like ketchup, I guess. But I hope you are in incognito mode, because we are going to see the horrors on abandoned government websites. If you got sunglasses, wear sunglasses. Otherwise, people will know. We are ready. We are diving in. Okay, I'm pressing enter just like to the Matrix, and boom. Virtualization. Or maybe not. I'm doing this the regular way, by using the mouse.
In the 1990s, as the general public was trying to figure out the different...
You are here lurking, but you're here. No problem.
Different ways they could utilize this interesting new piece of technology called the internet, so too...
What is that? Your errors online, yeah. What? No. I don't want to see my anus online. No. I'm okay with the face, not the anus.
Was the US government. Even though Washington had been a key player in developing the technology that would later evolve into the World Wide Web, they didn't have any better idea how to use it than anybody else did. Outside a few universal initiatives to give government employees email addresses and to create online administrative portals for internal use, the countless federal and state...
Ooh! We got images dropped here. This guy, I don't remember his name, like Richard Nixon or something like that, I don't know. American president. He was on the island, right? He's in the files.
State institutions that exist in the country were pretty much left to create their online presences on their own, without any sort of guidance or set of standards to follow. This led to a bunch of chaotic, disconnected, and vastly different looking websites being created, which was pretty much par for the course when it came to the early internet in general. The White House would create its official website in 1994, and...
What? This is the official White House website.
The White House would create its...
Oh, what the heck? What the heck is that? It's looking like the museum of anything goes. Oh, wow.
Its official website
New Epstein find photos. Bill Clinton. Oh, this is Bill Clinton. Sorry. Yes. Epstein and Uranus. Pick start. I hope the rest of the video will be the same.
1994, and other federal agencies would soon follow. After an institution would create its official online presence for the first time, they would often fill out their websites with digitized versions of public records, just like the Tennessee state government. After creating their website, they would upload profiles for the different politicians that sit in the state senate. The Tennessee government still makes these profiles to the...
And we got this District 69. Because why not?
Stay. And the further back you look through them, the more outdated these pages...
From Dixon counties. From Dixon. Yeah. Don't change anything. That's perfect.
Just look. They all seem to be frozen in the time period they were created in, with the entire user interface of the site morphing and appearing to default.
And that's a girl from District 34. And this is about internet. Once again, you want to make it, you can't. she's just the girl from the Rule 34.
As he traveled back in time through these legislator profiles. At some point, the UI disappears entirely, and all we're left with is a basic white screen with some text on it, no different than a Word document. One such page seemingly stuck in a bygone era happens to be for a man named Tommy Burke.
And yeah, if you absolutely want to continue on that, 42, that's the answer, right? Now we know. I guess this was the early internet, and so 42 was the answer, which is why Google is answering that. The list continues, yeah?
While this page might look like any other, it would soon gain a disturbing significance shortly after its creation, forever being linked to one of the strangest and darkest events to ever happen in American politics. One that
they all got like the origin from the early US governmental internet.
That you likely haven't heard of. Before we get to that though, there's something
Oh, it's
possibly
this dude
even more
again.
frightening we gotta talk about. Mainly a piece of condition or received releases, photos, and even possible relatives,
This is the files? No, wait, what is that?
neighbors, and associates. You'd be surprised just how easy it is to get a report like this nowadays on just about anybody.
Hey, did you know something? I've seen someone, one of the YouTubers I'm following a little bit. He took some of the Epstein files because, you know, they are online. They are accessible. And he find out something. You know, everything was like blurred, you know, blackened with bars. But guess what? If you are like grabbing your mouse and going, you know, if you are selecting the text, it's selecting behind those black bars. And if you are copying this and pasting this somewhere else, boom, suddenly it will be uncensored. That easy. It was that easy.
These data broker companies are making insane money for Aura.
So yeah, Aura. We don't want Aura.
Conservative response. In the
No, what
1990s,
I've
as the
done?
general public was trying to think, grabbing a farmer by data broker sites. A longtime member sponsoring this video. A farmer by trade. Tommy Burks had been a longtime member.
The Windows key? What do you mean the Windows key? I don't remember what I said. You know the trick? Yeah, but yeah, it's that easy, you know. They want to hide like huge files, like huge governmental files, and they don't know how to, you know, protect everything. And we are ruled by people like that. You know, the whole world is ruled by people like this. Yeah, sure.
Member of the Tennessee House of Representatives.
Epstein laptop photo had a Windows sticker on it. You can activate Windows with his keys. I don't know if it's a good idea.
Despite being a Democrat, he held a pretty conservative social outlook, opposing
know.
things like gambling, state lotteries, and even the teaching of evolution in public schools. He was the last of a dying breed, an old-fashioned liberal pushing for legislation that aimed to help the working class. This combination of fighting for the everyman and promoting right-wing social attitudes made him quite popular in the rural district of the American South he oversaw. At the time his now long untouched online profile was created, he was campaigning to be re-elected to a seat in the state Senate.
I mean, if he's holding a microphone like that, yeah, he should be in jail. This is not how you can speak into a microphone. No, I'm not taking mine and being like, yeah, sure, that's how it is working, right? This is how you talk. This is definitely perfect. The sound is definitely good and not broken, and definitely not like destroying your ears, isn't it? Well, sorry for that. The neck voice box, yeah, definitely. But this dude got no neck. That's a sausage neck.
A position he had held since 1978. Burks was known as a very hard-working person. He kept his farm going throughout his entire political career, often waking up well before the sun rose to get his outdoor work done for the day, before driving 100 miles to sit for a session in the House of Representatives.
He was high on the hog. What?
Despite the long distance, he would never actually move away from his district, which was unusual among his fellow representatives and again only contributed to his already high popularity. Tommy had gone 20 years without losing a single election. He was a difficult candidate to beat, but politicians would still try, and in 1998, the Republicans chose a man named Byron Looper as a potential usurper. While Tommy had been elected,
he's looking like Harry Potter, right? But like the Harry Potter you don't want to trust.
farm farmer, Byron Looper had been a politician from the onset of his adult life, having ran for the Georgia House of Representatives as a Democrat after graduating university in 1988. His campaign wouldn't get past the primary though, so he returned to his home state of Tennessee and rebranded himself as a Republican, where he would win a primary in 1994.
Oh, so you have the right to do change. It's not working on Democrats, so you can go Republican. Ooh. So the dude is not doing this out of convictions. He's doing this because he just wants the money. He wants to be here where the money is, you know? Guess what? This is how politics is still working. Oh, nowadays it's progressive side that is working. So everybody just losing their shit with that. Like, we need progression. We need DEI. I don't know. They need that kind of stuff because wow, everyone is asking for that. But tomorrow they will be that they as beaten in every way possible. They will be like, no, we never went on this side. Sorry, we are on the alt-right wing. We never been Democrats. Sorry. That's how they are playing this little fucking game. With our lives, with our money, with everything we got. Those motherfuckers.
But would ultimately fail to be elected to the House of Representatives. In 1996, however, he'd finally win an election, becoming the new Putnam County tax assessor, after he legally changed his middle name to Low Tax. Yeah, he really did do that.
Yeah, sure. Who believed that?
He had gone the entire campaign without even making a single public appearance, solely relying on negative attack ads to sway public opinion. Looper's tenure as tax assessor would be fraught with controversy. He would make multiple attempts to manipulate the news media by anonymously spreading false rumors about his political rivals, while simultaneously signal boosting his own supposed good qualities. Just 2 years into his new role, he would be slapped with several criminal charges, including official misconduct, theft of services and official oppression for theft, misuse of county property, and misuse of county employees. Byron would
misuse of county employees? How do you misuse people? What have you done with them?
Claim that the charges were nothing more than political theater, alleging that the mostly Democrat Tennessee General
I mean, it would have been better with tax fraud, you know. Could have been a Yoshi reference now.
Assembly were trying to bury him with a phony criminal investigation. Not one to be deterred by legal troubles that could potentially land him in prison for a long
Secretary used for the Guac Guac 3000. I guess.
Long time. Looper would launch his campaign to become Tennessee's next senator. The position wasn't his first choice. His true ambition had been to run for Congress, but he didn't win the nomination for that, so he took what he could get, which was to run against Tommy Burks. With Burks being such a popular, long-serving incumbent, the Tennessee Republican Party didn't see much of a chance of beating him, and as such, the Republican nomination had mostly been a token one, nothing more than a warm body
just a token one. It was just the beginning. Everything is about token now.
Propped up purely to maintain appearances, one that would almost certainly lose. Byron won the Republican nomination by default, as no one else had any desire to run in an unwinnable election.
I mean, they are all ugly, but where is the horror here? Besides, you know, the face and what they've done.
He would soon begin campaigning much in the same
where are the demons?
Manner he had in previous elections, abstaining from all public appearances while relying on attack ads to do all his—
Ooh, look. Brian Low Tax. What, this is the name of the dog now? Look, he's friend with animals.
PR work for him. The voters of Tennessee's 15th Senate District didn't take the campaign seriously. They already knew and liked Tommy Burks. Why would they vote for some big city outsider who had a bunch of pending criminal charges? Tommy also wasn't concerned. For him, this was just another in a line of many elections he had been through in the past 20 years as senator. He hadn't lost before, and it certainly didn't seem like things were going to change this time.
But he forgot the price of the money, because Mr. Low Tax just gave like a lot of money to everyone to vote for him. And guess what? This is America. This is any Occidental world. It's working. Ooh.
It's a brisk and foggy autumn morning on October 19th, 1998.
That was spooky.
On the Burks family farm in Monterey, Tennessee, Tommy briefly speaks to his farmhand before leaving to go pick up a class of kids from a nearby school, who he's planning to take to the pumpkin patch on his farm as a fun-filled.
I love how, you know, all the kids' faces are blurred. We're not talking about the Epstein files here. You don't have to do that. Or maybe if we had, it should have been this face being blurred and not the kids' ones. I don't know.
As he nears the road after rolling down his long gravel driveway, a car pulls up beside him. This was unusual. Burks wasn't expecting company. He rolls down his window to greet his unexpected visitor, but
got shot. Oh yeah, if you don't have money, you have guns. That's true. This is still the US.
A loud shot rings out.
Lobbying is legal in America, so legal bribes make sense.
Tommy Burks has been murdered. The news would quickly spread around Putnam County. People were shocked. Tommy didn't appear to have any enemies. He was a benign and respectful small-time politician who was well-liked in his community. Police, too, couldn't seem to come up with a potential motive. The farmhand who had discovered Burks dead in his car after hearing the gunshot said he had noticed a blue Chevrolet sedan speeding down the road, which was the only piece of information police had to go off of. The general public would reel in the uncertainty of the situation. Maybe this was some random senseless killing committed by an insane person. Maybe Burks had some secret double life that was completely unknown to his voters.
Yeah,
While everybody was speculating, police were quietly investigating in the background. They had a suspect, just not one they could reveal quite yet.
Never reveal a politician, when they are suspect. Never. Because next time this could be you. That's how they are working, right?
Midst of all this, Byron Looper would maintain his distance from the public eye.
It was Mr. Low Tax, yes.
Still wouldn't make any...
And he will pay this one a lot, I hope.
...public appearances, and he wouldn't even make a statement acknowledging the death of his political opponent. Not terribly out of character considering his past, but maybe a little suspicious at the same time.
I mean, there is still election now? I mean, the dude is dead.
It's the middle of the night on October 23rd. Byron Looper is about to walk into his house, but before he gets to the door, somebody walks in front of him. Almost immediately he's surrounded, his arms are grabbed and something cold clicks onto his wrists. The police have found their guy. This might seem on the surface like a classic political assassination, maybe just unusual in how low the stakes were, but there is...
That's him! Wait, who is that?
Something different that sets this case apart from almost any other. You see, the car Byron had pulled up to in his house the night he was arrested was a blue Chevrolet sedan. He hadn't hired a hitman. He personally rolled up to Tommy Burks' house and murdered him himself. Byron knew he wasn't going to win the election, so his plan was to literally kill his competition. He didn't even try very hard to not get caught. He openly admitted to one of his friends that he had killed Tommy. The police had a strong case against him, but Byron had worked out a very bizarre scheme. You see, back in 1998, Tennessee state law mandated that if a candidate died less than 30 days before an election, their name must be removed from the ballot and...
What? Burke's name will be removed from the ballot, but since he died less than 30 days before the election, Democrats cannot replace the Monterey farmer with another candidate. Oh, so that means there is no candidate at all anymore, so he will win just because there is nobody
cannot
in the other side.
Be replaced with another. Looper had found a loophole. He was going to be the only name on the ballot, and whether or not he would eventually be convicted of murder wouldn't change that. It's hard to say what his long-term goal may have been here, if he had a plan or not to somehow get a pardon for a brazen murder.
And, you know, here, we are not talking about like a huge country to rule, you know. It's just becoming senator, you know. It's not to become the Mr. President or something. Just a fucking low stuff. And this dude can go this far already for that. How insane are the dudes who are ruling us? Those people, they are pickles, all of them. But those people should be all in jail.
He can
or dead.
Committed, but
or both.
in any event, Byron Looper was on course to win a state election, despite being charged with first-degree murder. Some members of the public would attempt to get Looper's name removed from the ballot, alleging that the murder charge constituted moral turpitude. Their efforts were unsuccessful. The Tennessee Republican Party would distance themselves from Byron, but they too weren't able to force him not to run. A murderer was about to be elected to the Tennessee Senate.
Election day.
It's November 3rd and the votes are being counted. Somehow Byron still manages to get 1,500 votes, despite the public being shown very strong evidence that he literally killed his opponent.
Yeah, and those votes weren't buyed or anything. They are not fake votes. They are not, you know, everything's fine here. Everything is working as attended, you know.
Luckily though, he wouldn't be elected to the Senate. Receiving more than 95% of the votes and subsequently winning in a landslide was Tommy's widow, Charlotte Burks.
Ooh, he didn't see that one coming.
The Tennessee Democrats and even many Republicans launched an impromptu whirlwind campaign to get the public to write her in on voting day, which they did en masse. As Byron was going through the trial that would eventually put him in prison for life, Charlotte Burks was inaugurated into the state Senate. An online profile will be made for her as well. And on it, you'll find a line that tells the reader that Charlotte is a widow of former Senator Tommy Burks. Tommy's profile, though, has been left to rot. A relic of media created just before his death that can still be accessed and experienced in the exact same way it could while he was still alive. It's a small drop in a sea.
Why Bill Clinton again?
Of abandoned government web pages. While normal abandoned websites usually get taken off the internet at some point due to lapsed payments, servers going offline, or companies ceasing operations, the American government has no such problems. And as a result, you can find many relics just like Tommy Burks' legislator profile on the live internet. The world of abandoned government web pages is not one that I've ever seen covered on YouTube. Probably because government websites aren't usually interesting pieces of state, these abandoned or are identifying books and functions like it's been abandoned. Makes it hard to find the actual every Canadian government web page.
What is that about the Canada? Government that is 10 years behind when it comes to being digital. And that will get worse very quickly. Yeah.
Looks and functions like
Don't skip, we are missing info. What kind of info are we missing?
Been abandoned. Makes it hard to find the actual long untouched stuff. So yeah, we're focusing on the USA today. A country that
I mean, if he's showing his face, of course, this is not important.
Produces way more government websites than you probably realize. Some of which are actually pretty weird.
See? There wasn't any info here.
You're probably already familiar with whitehouse.gov and also FBI.gov.
He's not doing an ad. Read.
Which we've talked about before in this channel. But what about Barney.gov?
Look, this is information. Barney. Barney.com. Barney, the president's Scottish Terrier, was born on September 30, 2000. Wow. Barney has starred in 9 films and had lived quite an exciting life. Woo! This dog is like doing better than us altogether.
This 2003 site is dedicated to George Bush's Scottish Terrier Barney. It's complete with downloadable videos and articles all about the president's dog. Again, everything here has essentially been frozen in time. This site looks...
Yeah, he never like sent her girl to the island, right? I guess. No, maybe he buyed the girl from the island. That's another way to see about that, you know. I'm not saying ad. Read! When you do an ad presentation, it's also called an ad read. What? Yeah, sure, but I don't want to see the guy speaking. I just want to see the cases.
And functions in the exact same manner as it did in 2003, with everything being perfectly preserved. A true Pompeii of the old internet. There's also fiddleandforesters.gov, a 2004 federal government website dedicated to an old-timey string band made up of US Forest Server workers. Their mission is to push a message of conservation and stewardship through good old American bluegrass tunes. Obama would eventually call the site a waste of taxpayer money, and it would actually be taken fully offline and is only accessible today through the Wayback Machine.
This is looking like the Hypnospace internet.
In this video, I want to talk about the forgotten pages that are still able to be experienced on the surface internet.
Ooh, you got 27 captures for that. Maybe one day we should explore this kind of stuff, but I'm not sure how. And I'm not sure what we find here as well.
Every time a new federal administration is inaugurated in the USA, they always seem to purge the government's online presence a bit. You can find different lists of the thousands of government-hosted websites that have been taken offline seemingly every few years. Sometimes, though, these sites have a way of slipping through the cracks. Maybe they've been mirrored to another domain which went unnoticed during the purge.
Could I have lupus? Oh, what? I didn't know anything about lupus. If I had known, I would have recognized the signs and symptoms. Now I feel so alone. I wrote about my experience in my diary because it's like no one understands. There has to be a way to speak out. The lupus, is it like a sexual disease? I mean, Dr. House was talking a lot about lupus, like every time something you cannot identify, boom, lupus, right? But I'm not really sure what is it because, you know, even if I have worked in lab and had like some sort of medical scholarship stuff pass, you know, I don't know that kind of stuff.
Maybe some other federal institute.
Tuna tracking and verification program. Yeah, you can do both. I guess you can track the tuna in the ocean and at the same time verify your programs, right? But what kind of program? Due to unique association between tuna and dolphins? Oh shit, I got a rose crack and a burp at the same time. This is not very, you know, cool. But what's the relationship between tuna and dolphins? Protection of dolphin stocks has become a priority for the United States because Japan were like hunting dolphins or something.
Purposely mirrored the site to prevent it from being ripped from the pages of history. In any event, the internet is...
Why not? Get out there, it's yours! They are all looking like the same, kinda. I mean, no, you know, that's one edge, this is the other, this is the middle ground. So you can see with that kids always had like very specific hairstyle depending on the era they are living in. Nowadays, this is also kind of bullshit.
Is littered with fully functional but completely abandoned government web pages.
You love the letter style. I mean, yeah, this is looking good. Nobody is doing this anymore nowadays, so if you are doing the same now, it will be extremely original. That's for sure. I had an idea. Chat can send videos, short funny videos, and they will play on stream. This would be cool when you are playing a game, kind of like a media share, and when there are more people, you can do it with charging $1 for 30 seconds of video. You wrote this now, so what I won't forget to tell you. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying okay to the concept, but people are already doing this with music, right? They are playing video games and suddenly, boom, music. they are queuing that. But I don't know. Are you telling that I'm boring on my own when playing video games? Do you need to watch other stuff at the same time as the stream? I mean, you know, it's like TikTok videos when you have to like to get at least 2 videos running at the same time for people to stay focused. They are like, ooh, and they're like, ah, ooh, oh, you know, on those videos. No, you had a cool idea. Well, you will like develop this maybe later, but well, we will be able to talk about that. I don't know.
Some are silly, most are mundane, but a select few are disturbing, like the Office of Human Radiation Experiments.
Oh, just like the video reaction experiments.
This 2009 site.
Don't take it that way. It's just for more interaction, and I'm not saying for all streams. I know.
It is less pristine than the others.
I know.
There's a few broken links and images here. It's common for abandoned websites to go through a process called link rot. As the internet at large evolves around them, the external resources abandoned websites use often change or go offline completely, leading to a sort of rotting process that's...
I love how everything is broken here. I mean, this was happening a lot in the early internet, right? On this page is a collection of wallpapers for you to put on your desktop. No virus, I guarantee it. To use, click the wallpaper of your choice and wait for it to load. Yeah, wait for your wallpaper to load. Wow. That was definitely another era, isn't it? Another time. Ooh, right-click on the image and select Set as Wallpaper. If you make wallpapers and would like them archived, you can submit yours work here. I mean, the archive is working pretty well, isn't it? He wants to transform you into streamer Queen 69, lol. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. No, I don't think so. I hope not. And here comes a Trojan. Yeah. Just a wallpaper, you know. Just a normal wallpaper. No porn.
Slowly consumes a website, almost like the decay of a living organism or the ruining of an abandoned building. The links...
And they are all safe and sound, isn't it? They are all archived now.
On this page are actually all completely dead.
I hope nobody wanted to like grab them after like 20 years.
Which kind of gives this whole site a bit of an ominous feeling considering the subject matter at hand here. Luckily though, I was able to find a separate mirror showing an older version of this site, although it does purport that it was last updated in 2012, but it obviously looks much older than the 2009 mirror we were just looking at. This version of the site has been kept in pristine condition. Everything is fully preserved, including the downloadable videos and images, which makes it much easier to decipher this website's purpose. It's intended to be a web portal to digitally serve up the findings of a government organization called...
The stuff that he's not telling you about this video, like the true resolution was something like that, you know, just the resolution of an eye. And that's about it. Ooh, Vlad, you are trying to search into some stream element stuff there, right? I don't know if I enabled a lot of comments so far, because I was like, yeah, I don't want people to fuck around too much with that, because, well, you know, when you're too small, this could be like crazy shit happening. So maybe we can dive into this together at some point, but right now we will not find much more to do with that.
The Office of Human Radiation Experiments.
Some friends already tried.
This 1994 department was enacted to investigate the USA's use of human subjects when studying the effects of radiation on living organisms during the Cold War. As you can imagine, this is a...
You got the watch time. Ooh, 10 days and 9 hours watching.
bit of a dark piece of history.
That's a lot.
These experiments were often misrepresented to the test subjects, with doctors describing them as groundbreaking new medical treatments, even though they didn't have any idea what would happen when exposing these patients to high levels of radiation in different ways. Sometimes these experiments were done without any consent from the test subject, like when 18 hospital patients were unknowingly injected with plutonium in the mid-1940s.
Okay, just inject people with plutonium, everything's fine. Oh wow, those hospitals are very brutal. And now you found a command for follow age. Nice. Now everyone knows you are following for 7 months and 19 days. And 2 hours. The 2 hours, this is very important, yeah.
Many of whom would eventually develop different forms of cancers that would kill them. Around the same time, at Vanderbilt University, coincidentally also in Tennessee, more than 800 low-income pregnant women were given a drink dosed with radioactive iron, being told it was merely a vitamin mixture. At subsequent hospital visits in Tennessee.
What? Experiment on pregnant women? Oh wow, those people are like crazy as fuck. It wasn't even like, I don't know, a political prisoner or something like that, you know? Or not even a criminal. I mean, criminals usually don't get pregnant, but, you know, it's not even someone bad to the society. Just a random woman pregnant, boom! Just gets the radioactive iron. Everything
More
will be
than 800
fine.
low-income pregnant women were given a drink dosed with radioactive iron, being told it was merely a vitamin mixture. At subsequent hospital visits, doctors would study the radiation's effects on the mothers and their babies.
Yeah, sure, what could go wrong with the radiation on babies? No quotes. There is no quote yet. We need to find some.
The long-term consequences of these sneakily administered experiments are unknown.
What is this leaderboard? 1/152 person? Dude, how is it possible? I only got like 73 followers.
But the mothers who got the drink reported such symptoms as rashes, bruising, hair and tooth loss, and even cancer. Possibly the most
Oh yeah, inject radioactive stuff, she got cancer? What a surprise.
horrific case of these forced human radiation experiments was that of Vertus Hardiman. In 1927, when he was just 5 years old, he was visiting the Gibson County Hospital in Lyle Station, Indiana to get treated for his ringworm. His parents were advised to try out an experiment.
This kind of old stuff is scary. Yeah. I mean, more than scary, this is just horrible. Like people were like, yeah, this is fine. Radioactive, this is just making lights. There is nothing dangerous about it. Let's go. And doing this on the females, on the kids, on themselves, some of them, everywhere, everyone, this is fine, you know. This is fine.
New therapy, but they weren't told that it would involve dosing little Vertus with high amounts of radiation, enough to make all his hair fall out. The ringworm would be cured using this
Oh, I guess this is how Stranger Things started, right?
method, but in the same vein as killing a spider by burning down your house. Vertus's hair would never grow back. The bones on his head would erode and shift around.
Yeah, just kill him or her. I don't know at this point. Yeah, with radiation. Oh, look, this is for science. Ooh, the skull are melting. What should we do? Well, he's dead. We can continue now.
Molding his skull into an unnatural
Yeah, why? My God.
shape. His scalp would turn pink and red and would be covered in blisters and bumps filled with pus.
I mean, yeah, because if there is no skull anymore, the brain would just like start to pop out.
Though he would suffer from extreme pain from both constant headaches and burning sensations that would never go away, Vertus would lead his life much like anybody else. He would move to California and work for most of his life in the Los Angeles County General
And he lived that long? Wow.
Hospital. He'd cover up his untreated wound with a wig.
I was not taking my blood out in medieval ages. Yes. I mean, it wasn't any better, but at least it was a bit more straight and a bit less experimental, I guess. And you can cover the wound, but yeah.
And on a surface glance, you wouldn't even be able to tell that this was a person suffering from a horrible radiation disfigurement. Virtus would eventually die at the age of 85 after his radiated skin finally became cancerous. But before he left this earth, he consented to have a documentary done about his story, which he had kept secret his entire life. Before he passed, he would do a photo shoot to reveal to the world for the first time just what he had been hiding under his wig.
For real? Okay. And we had like Resident Evil sound with it, right?
First time, just what he had been hiding under his wig.
That's Resident Evil sound, isn't it? I mean, yeah. When you look at that, I mean, this is like almost just bare brain being here. Oh, wow.
Despite having to be reminded every day of the enormous injustice he had experienced as a 5-year-old, Virtus Hardiman still managed to live a full and happy life.
Yeah, how can you do that with this on your head? Oh my god. You know, those people from this era are just pure warriors. But now we are dying for less than this.
While many in his situation may have let their condition turn them vindictive and miserable, Virtus on the other hand refused to be bitter, and even managed to find it in him to forgive the doctors who had so carelessly disfigured him.
Yeah. Good guy.
He was often quoted as saying,
"If you're angry, that means your heart's not right."
The purpose of
You're angry? That means your heart's not right? It depends. It depends. It depends what happened and how. But definitely this dude got some balls. I mean, he doesn't have the you know, the head anymore, so he got balls to say this. But the problem with that kind of stuff is when, you know, people are like, no, anger, this is not the answer. You should fight peaceness in your brain, in your heart. Because, you know, we are not doing war. And guess what? Most of the time, those people are keep being abused again and again and again and again and again. And this is happening in our countries right now. You know, people are like, you will not have our anger about immigration and stuff like that. We are not racist. Immigration, this is fine. They are poor humans. First, saying this is not true. They are not poor humans. They are just regular humans. So what gives them the right to do what they are doing? And next to it, they're like, no, they will not have my angriness. And people are dying because of that. So, you know, being angry, being mad at someone at some point, this is like kind of a survival instinct. And if you don't have a survival instinct, you will die. So right here, this dude, per chance, he wasn't against like a huge like criminal organization or anything like that. It was just regular doctors experimenting stuff genuinely, you know. It wasn't like the German experimentation during the World War. So he was alive, you know. They stopped. They've seen this was a mistake, and they leave him be. So I can understand here, but in other cases he would have been simply dead because he was like, no, I'm not angry against them. So that means death. That means death. I understand this guy's point of view here. But this is not working for everything. I'm sorry to tell that, but this is not working for everything. At some point, if you cannot be angry against something, that means you don't have any survival instinct anymore. And this is not good for your survival, of course. Also, people had mindset of Second War more than now, yeah. And horrible things like this was quite okay. Quite okay or quite like standard. It was regular. I mean, it was common. I don't know. I don't know. But once again, you know, those doctors were doing like genuine researchers. You know, they didn't wanted to harm anyone. I mean, it did harm some people sadly. But it wasn't for like the sake of doing something to them. But yeah, this is a very slippery topic. That's a very slippery topic. So yeah, the guy can say this, but I'm feeling like depending on the situation, you cannot be like I'm not angry. No, you can't.
The Office of Human Radiation Experiments was to declassify and expose these injustices to the public. They would soon follow up by enforcing stronger regulations and opening up some compensation programs for the affected individuals who hadn't yet died, which led to some monetary settlements being reached, but no amount of money can fix a life filled with health issues, pain.
Like, how do you want to heal someone with something looking like that? Oh my god. This is looking like a giant hair dryer, but instead, this is just like a brain fryer, you know? Almost sounding like the same, but it's quite not. Hey, you know what? The brain fryer, this is kind of cool.
And physical disfigurement. The Office of Human Radiation Experiments serves as a detailed peek into an often overlooked and tragic part of American history.
Are you sure this is not AI? Who knows?
One that's kept finally preserved in the form of a long abandoned government website. This next page is...
And what do you mean I got barred? Man Layer from Stranger Things. Yeah, but, you know, it didn't harm her. It was just to monitor her brain waves.
Also been kept in a similarly pristine manner.
And maybe this dude got also like brain damage under those hairs. Who knows?
By not being updated at all for 25 years. It happens to revolve around a topic that was a particularly unsettling mystery at the time of its creation.
Yeah. The mind layer. That's a monster that is adding layer to your mind. And, you know, once you are on the top layer, you're like, oh no, I don't remember what I was doing like 5 seconds ago. And because of that, he's like, ha ha ha, you cannot remember yourself. And you're like, no. And suddenly the, you know, the blob are coming and they are eating you. The end. You got bars. You said it looks like a hairdryer, but it's more of a brain fryer.
Complete with a beautiful white marble tile background and this lovely CCD camera photo of the White House, this turn of the millennium site claims to be a...
You know, I'm faking speaking English, so sometimes there is some slang, some expression that I don't get. Sorry. I hope I will have nightmares of this brain fryer tonight. If you want, we should manifest. You won't, you will have not, too late. You the first sentences is the one that counting in your brain, so you will have nightmares about brain fryer tonight. I'm sorry.
Special Oversight Board, one made to reflect the findings of the DoD's investigations.
Ooh, this number is interesting. 6969. 4646. Oh, could have been 420 here. Would have been perfect. 6969 for 20. Would have been the best phone number ever.
Into the chemical and biological incidents which occurred during the Gulf War. The contents of this site are pretty dry, mostly being made up of different reports and transcripts of meetings, but the story it tells when it's all put together is indeed quite disturbing. Starting in 1990, a coalition force made up of 42 countries but primarily led by the USA would declare war on Iraq, which...
Yeah, who remembered that?
Just invaded their neighboring country of Kuwait. By February the following year, Kuwait had effectively
I'm just kidding.
been
I don't
freed
know
and a
when it
ceasefire
was.
would be called, with the entire conflict only really lasting for about 6 months. The Gulf War was the first major...
Much more effective than the war in Ukraine, right? You need to think about cats. Cute cats. We got a lot of cats on this channel, just that we never using them, but they are here.
Conflict after the fall of the Soviet Union, with President Bush deeming it at the time as the beginning of a new world order. It was a showcase for just how advanced Western military tech...
Oh, the famous New World Order. New World Order. That is not a conspiracy, by the way. Ooh, look, they are saying people want a new order for the world. Conspiracy, conspiracy, and suddenly you got all the governments like people. They are like, we need a new world order. No, that's a conspiracy. Ah. And yet, it's still true. We're not talking about aliens or anything like that. I mean, we got Glorp. That's enough, and Gnorts. But, you got this, and this is real.
Technology had become, and a true flex of the USA's might as a newly dominant world power. The ground campaign only lasted a mere 100 hours, with Iraq losing catastrophically. Tens of thousands of enemy combatants would be killed, enormous amounts of equipment and infrastructure would be demolished, and Saddam Hussein would have no choice but to surrender and
Will they talk about where he was hiding?
Agree to the UN's resolutions. As much of a victory as this was,
could be nice to have some pictures on how he was living, at some point.
For the US and the coalition, though, something quite strange was happening to the Western soldiers who had just been on the ground in the conflict. Perfectly healthy, non-injured combatants would come home and begin reporting about unexplainable health problems, including respiratory issues, headaches, muscle pain.
This is because of the sand, it was radioactive sand. Or little sand. This was a secret weapon from Iran, Saddam Hussein hiding spot, please. Put a picture next to you, next to the Monaco guy. I mean, I don't know where I can find those kind of pictures, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And if I'm searching this Let's see. Let's have the pictures. Ooh, everything's just white. We need to... No, okay. It was looking like that, right? Ooh, this one is in 3D. This one is in 3D. Can I save this picture? Oh, come on, that's WebPM. That's WebPM. I don't know if it's okay to... I don't know if OBS is able to grab this correctly. But if it's not, give me like another 1 second. I will simply like convert that real quick into something readable by everyone. And putting this in JPEG should be alright, right? Oh no, wait, you know what? PNG. Boom. Exported. Look at that. No, wait, don't look. Don't look. Oh wait, this is working, but not where I want. Not where I want. Give me a sec. Boom. Here. You want it like that? Look at this. Are you happy now? It's here. It's here.
Neurological problems, and even terminal tumors. It's not uncommon for veterans to report health issues after going through a war, but the unusual thing here was the volume and consistency of these reports. Up to 35% of American soldiers who served on the ground in this conflict would endure one or more of these malignancies. That's 250,000 people all coming down with the exact same health problems.
That's a lot for something like that, I guess. Hey Zia, do you have problems like this too? I hope not.
Though the ground conflict may have only lasted 4 days, these medical problems would last much longer, often growing worse as the years and decades passed.
Hey, is it me or... Wait, hold on a minute. Look at that.
Last much longer, often
that's the Half-Life symbol, right? I guess that means Half-Life 3 is confirmed. We just got like a hint. It was there all along. They were already planning to have the next game. Mental health is a serious issue for soldiers. Yeah, but here this is not about mental health. This is about physical problems.
As the years and decades passed, it would eventually be considered a lifelong chronic illness, with the medical community giving it the name Gulf War Syndrome.
Oh, maybe it is.
The soldiers have fought and won a war against a much weaker opponent, all coming down with some unexplained ailment, really sounds like something out of fiction. It harkens back to medieval stories like The Toyne, where the soldiers of Ulster are cursed with an inexplicable illness that keeps them weak and unable to fight. Gulf War Syndrome, on the other hand, is 100% real, and in the early 1990s, the US government had no idea what was happening to their veterans. Some doctors would consider these issues to be different manifestations of PTSD, but the physical ailments present in this syndrome would eventually discredit that assumption.
Okay, no, it's both. It's both.
While still not knowing what was wrong, the government would put together a committee to investigate.
You heard that the radio transmission in cars is very bad for brain too. Oh, that would make sense. A lot of soldiers had issues with the radio transmission. I mean, those are kind of like extremely powerful radio, right? Because you need to communicate with stuff like very, very far away with like transportable tools, so they need like to pulse like crazy. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you know, when you are going to the hospital to get like MRI, that's the same, you know, this is just radio waves shooting at you. On when you are going for X-ray, this is the same. This is just radio waves or photons or anything, but different length waves, you know. Some are going like that and some are going like that, you know. And depending on that, they are different. And the visible light, it is small, you know, that's a small part of a very big stuff. So everything is light and everything is like radio waves. So yeah, they need tinfoil hats or helmets. I guess yes, but I don't know if it's working like that because, you know, at this point, if you want to protect yourself from those radio waves, you only not need the helmet here. You need a helmet everywhere. You need to be put completely into tinfoil. So yeah. And they are always next to it. Yeah, which is even worse. Even worse. Which is why when you got some X-ray stuff, you know, all the doctors and everything, they are protected behind some stuff. They're like, everything's fine, don't be scared. And as a kid, you are like, I'm dying, you know. And they're shooting just X-rays at you, and you are like, I'm saying this because the first radio I got as a kid, I was crying, you know. I cried. I was like 6 or 7. I was 7, I guess, something like that. I'm not sure, maybe 5. I'm not sure, but I was a little kid and was like, Mommy, Daddy, I'm scared. And everyone was hiding behind, you know, these glasses. And no 6 to 7, sorry. But yeah, long exposure to that kind of stuff could be extremely bad for your health. That's true.
Investigate the syndrome in the mid-90s. They would consider such causes as Middle Eastern pesticides and oil fires, but nothing was conclusive, and the Gulf War syndrome currently plaguing hundreds of thousands of veterans remained unexplained. Is it possible that this New World Order purported by George Bush went against some
Did George Bush? You can beat around the bush.
Unspoken law of nature, and the USA was currently experiencing a biblical plague doled out by some unknown cosmic entity that rules humanity in the universe? No, of course not. Okay. That would be crazy. It would take a very long time to identify, but by 2008, the American government...
We played that, exactly, which is why I'm talking about it.
...would find the cause of Gulf War syndrome. While bombarding the enemy forces, the coalition had attacked and destroyed several Iraqi chemical weapons facilities. This led to many plumes of toxic gases entering the atmosphere and unknowingly poisoning those who were in the vicinity of them.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Sure. This is not necessarily the first stuff you think about, but that's part of it. That's true.
Which included many Western soldiers. It was never PTSD or some theatrical plague, but rather the result of being exposed to low doses of poison gas for a prolonged period of time. Even if the explanation may have been simple, treatment certainly wasn't. It's 35 years later now, and the medical establishment is still trying to figure out the best way to help those suffering from Gulf War syndrome. The common treatments seem to be things like cognitive behavioral therapy, aerobic exercises, mindfulness, and even yoga, which if you've ever suffered from a mysterious physical illness before, you'll know that those aren't exactly stellar options. Nowadays, Gulf War syndrome is more like long COVID than anything else, a multi-symptomatic chronic illness that's very hard to treat. But back in the year 2000, when the Special Oversight...
He said the C word, you know? That's bad. This video could be banned.
Board website was last edited, it was still an unexplained disease that...
You were lucky that you had a mobile phone with a civil car. Oh, that's cool. This is definitely helping. You were undercover. Do you have the right to say this? I mean, you know, of course you got a nickname and everything, so nobody can know. But still, this is dangerous. Be careful. But I see. Choose chemicals. Chemicals bad. What a surprise. The C word, yeah, the COVID word, you know? Not chemical. C for COVID.
Some didn't even think actually existed. It's strange clicking through these old websites knowing that they'll never change, that they'll permanently be frozen in the era they were created in.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there is even games in this same state, you know, not moving anymore. You got, wow, voice crack. You got plenty of example. Like, what was the word of this game? The name of this game? Worlds.com? I'm pretty sure it still exists. It's still empty and it's still full of weird stuff from the 90s, right? Vinny made some stream about it.
Today, we only went over the more mysterious and dark examples, but it's just as interesting to look at the more mundane stuff too.
Oh no, it's the past now, everything changed, I see. Pretty sure the technology, the army... The burp, army burp. 20 years ahead of the consumer's technology. Good question. I think part of it is yes, but maybe not. You know, I'm not seeing like people in the army having like NVIDIA RTX 5090 GPU back in 2000, you know. They weren't playing Half-Life 3 or 4, you know, so this technology advantage wasn't like everywhere, I guess. You was just a translator and photographer for make cards. Oh. Oh. Wow, for real? You were making cards? Like, you know, geological cards, like geography? I mean, because, you know, the friend I have who is still a military, this is what he's doing, you know? He's a cartograph. He's a cartograph. Like, you take pictures of Taliban. Oh my fucking god. This looks dangerous, even if you are just a photographer. I mean, look at the Area 51 and the aircraft the US has, triangular UFO. Yeah, just like the Illuminati stuff. This all makes sense. Oh, and you made card out of those pictures. I see. I see. Like, you can, if you got enough pictures and enough cards, you can create a game out of it, and you can make a TCG game card. Hey, look, I got this Taliban from 2021. Do you want it? It's very rare. I hope you got something rare in exchange. You know, you can create a trading card game. They can enter safe. Oh, like that, I see. Some people wanted to buy me alcohol because some cars had privilege. Hey, this is not great because Muslim doesn't have the right to drink alcohol. They are nasty.
For example, you can still access the White House website just as it was on the last day of each presidential
And you still need to be over 21. Oh, but fun fact about alcohol and being 21. Maybe now you know that when I was a kid, I went to the USA because of a wedding in my family, on my mother's side. But the night of the wedding, you know, the big party in a very big hall with a shitload of people and everything. This didn't happen to me because like I was 7, so yeah, nothing I can do. But my father, he was like in his, I don't know, 30s or something like that, mid 30s. And well, you know, that's a party. He wanted alcohol, you know, just drinking one little beer because he's legal. He has the right to drink a small beer, even if it's not living in his country, you know. So he went to the bar in this like party, you know, in the wedding stuff, and he said, "Hey, I just want to buy one drink," and the guy at the bar was like, "No, no, 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 no. You are not 21, my boy. You are not 21. You are way younger than that." My father was like, "What the fuck? That bullshit." So he showed like his French ID card. You know, he was like, "Look, look, look. I was born like my father was born in like the 1960s, something like that. I'm not sure, you know, I don't know my parents' birth date, but my father was born in the 60s, you know, so he was like largely old enough to buy alcohol, even in America. And the guy was like, he took the ID card and he was like, "No, this one is fake. You go fuck yourself. You will not drink alcohol tonight, boy." My my father was extremely pissed. He was so pissed that it was my great aunt's husband that needed to go to the bar to drink to buy the beers because you know he was like a big GI guy with like a huge beard. So it was okay, you know, he was the US from the US Army. Of course, he's not 21, and of course he can drink alcohol. So yeah, that was the small story. In my family, people are looking so young that even if you are like above 30s in America, they will not sell you alcohol because you are looking like too young. Still young, yeah. Do I like look like my father? Kinda. At least people are still thinking I'm extremely young, so people are like um, misreading my age, I guess. Yeah, yeah, my father is still alive. My father is still alive. Just that my English is too bad with the verbs and stuff. So I mean, he was born because he's still not being born right now. I mean, you know, he's still he's not birthing itself right now. So he was born. He were born. I'm not sure, but he's still alive. It's okay. He's still alive. He's only 60. He's still alive. You know what's fucked up? You need to be 21 to drink, but 18 to join the army. And only 16 to start to drive. What could go wrong? What could go wrong, isn't it? Bless your parents with good health. Yeah, I hope. I hope. But yeah, we are all looking very young in our family, so this could mislead a lot of people, which happened like to me more than once. And the people were like completely shocked because I wasn't like a teenager anymore, but yeah. Yours are very old and you're the last. The last of your brotherhood? Or the last alive in your family? Because, okay, this could be a bit concerning. But yeah, that's great if they are still alive. That's cool. That's nice. In my family, I'm the first, the first of my generation. Like, I mean, on this side of the globe, by the way, because on the other side, on the US, there is plenty of people older than me. But yeah, on this side of the family, I'm the first. So yeah.
Once again, you can see the user interface morph and devolve as the years roll back. It might not always be the most interesting content, but it's fascinating to see such well-preserved time capsules of internet history.
And I'm pretty sure I'm looking much more younger than my younger sister. But she's smoking, so that's another point.
That's it for today, guys. Before we go, I have a couple announcements. For one thing, by the time this video is live, I will officially be a full-time YouTuber. My last day of my job is in mid-December. I'm pretty excited about that. Having the extra time is going to make
You're still not a full... No, you... What do you mean you're not a full-time YouTuber? You got like 400k followers. Of course you are a full-time YouTuber. This is not making sense. And you got sponsor and stuff.
Easier for me to consistently bring you guys longer videos. I know this one was a little shorter than usual, but honestly, I just kind of need a break. I've been going at it pretty strongly for the last few months, so
I need a break. I got too much money out of the sponsors, you know. I need time to get time. No, in fact, I guess when you are doing videos like that, well, you cannot make the research in like boom one day, you know. It's taking weeks, if not months. And some stuff, I guess, some topics are taking years even to make. So yeah, that makes sense.
Taking a couple weeks off, and I'll see you guys again in January. Secondly, I'm participating in a YouTuber Christmas album. That's right, it's called A Terminally Online Christmas. I came up with that title.
Yeah, but we are not here to watch this part. This is not my business. Maybe one day, if I can move myself to like start to do highlights and small videos, maybe one day I will also have sponsors and be able to live out of that. Who knows? Who knows? But for now, I'm a lazy as fuck, so this is not happening. And also, I'm like getting my mood getting broken because I got weird dreams, and I will become like a carpet for the rest of the day until the stream is coming, which was happening today. You know, that was my way of behaving today. But first, I need to blow my nose again. Give me a sec. Oh my god. I almost hit the wall again. Almost hit the wall again. But yeah, at some point, this one will definitely need to be decorated. It's been like, what, a week now since I got this one, I guess? Woo! 1 week wall. And also... thanks. Doing my best. I'm doing my best. But I cannot taste this... cannot taste this cake too much. It's too virtual for me, and I'm still not like... I don't know how to control my newly acquired powers yet. Was I supposed to dodge them? Huh? Was I supposed to dodge that? I mean, if you move quick enough, you won't feel the bullets anymore. The bullets will not be able to touch you anymore. Is it working? Is it working? But you know what? I should like remove my Neo power. Oh wow, this is everything's so bright now. Oh shit. And I should get back my like white outfit and once again become like the guru leader of a cult. You know, maybe it will be for next time. Who knows? Who knows? Could be nice, isn't it? I cannot dodge anymore. Okay. Wow, this is so weird to remove the sunglasses. I even got the spot here. You can see that. This is hurting my feelings and my head. That's crazy. Oh wow. Oh my god. So yeah, give me a sec. Boom, here. Doing that like this. So yeah, this is like really hurting. I swear, this is hurting for real. You are now experiencing a meow. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So yeah, tonight's topic was a bit different from like last week, but I hope it was still entertaining. I hope it was still fine. And yeah, I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun watching this. My mouth is dry again. I definitely need to drink more. I guess this is because of the burgers. Did you see the video of Omegle? That's how you pronounce this website? Omegle. Oh, that's Omegle. Of a girl of 20 years old pretend to be 16 and catch predators online. Then they said caught in 4K. No. I mean, this is kind of hard to make the difference between a 20-year-old girl and a 16 one because, you know, basically on the biological balance, they are exactly the same. That's the same person. So technically, if you cannot drink alcohol before 21, can you say that a 20 years old girl is like legal already or not? That's kind of hard to say. A lot of people doing Omegle. I mean, they are all looking for dicks or boobs. I mean, you got a lot of dicks and while searching for boobs. The website is shut down now. Or for real, Omegle does not exist anymore? Oh, okay. In the UK, 16 is legal. In Japan, 13 is legal. It's depending on the, you know, the mental, how the people are working. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I don't know if being legal should be like 21, because 18, in the end, you are still a teenager, because, you know, you are still in your teen number. So, yeah. Once again, this is a very slippery topic. And it's depending on people. So some people just want to stay virgin until they are 40, because before that they are like, no, I'm too young. Don't know. There is a lot of alternatives now, like Omi TV. Ermigel. That's how to say Ermigel. I was thinking of this because of Epstein files. Makes sense. I mean, you know, this is still a hot topic. I mean, not hot in you know, the way you think, or not the way I think. I don't know. But yeah, your brain is not fully developed until 25 for men and a bit earlier for women. Knowing that physically your body is at its peak at 21. After 21, everything starts to decline again. So yeah, and your body is fully grown up for women at 16 and like what, 19 for boys, something like that. So should they be different legal ages for them, because this is not making any sense? You know, this kind of stuff could be like good to debate too, or very bad depending on where you are going. I don't know. But yeah, how does your body feel? A bit too fat, but that's all right. I only got like 1 or 2 kilograms too much. Could be better, but it could be way worse. You know, I'm not like American enough to be fat. I don't want this to happen. The more you get old, the more mistakes you did younger will catch you up later. That's true. That's true. Especially if you went on the island, you know. But yeah, true. Which is why you shouldn't like drink too much and do not smoke, because this is disgusting to begin with. For the smoke, but drinking, this could be alright, but you know, for me, every alcohol just got an alcohol taste, so what's the point? I prefer to drink like juice and syrup, you know. At least you got different tastes and you can feel, you can smell the difference. But yeah. Have you smoked? No. But I tried like once. And if you are counting the fact that when I was a kid and teenager, I went to a friend's place and his mother was smoking like 1 pack per day. So, you know, the passive smoking. I mean, it was there because someone is smoking next to you, you are a passive smoker. You don't choose it, but yeah. But yeah, I tried when I was in middle school. Like I was with some friends outside in the neighborhood, in their yeah, in their quarters, and some of them were like, "Ooh, we are smoking. This is illegal. We are only 13, no 14. We are 14." And they were like, "Hey, do you want to try? Do you want to try? Do you want to try?" My other friend was like, "No, no, no, no. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I'm a good man. I'm not smoking. I'm not doing illegal stuff, you know." And it was like, "You, do you want to try, Kaguchi?" I mean, you know, they weren't calling me with my real name, but I was like, "No, I don't want because I'm not interested in that." "No, you don't want to try?" I was like, "Okay, sure." Here, are you happy? And they were like, "Ooh, you didn't call like someone who tried for the first time. Wow, you're the master." I was like, "Yeah, sure." I mean, this is definitely because of the passive smoking from, you know, my other friend's place. But yeah, this is my only and my first and only times that I smoked, you know. And he was like, "Yeah, sure, get out with that. This is not interesting at all. This is not interesting." You hate the smell. I do agree. This is disgusting as fuck. And it destroys your house if you smoke inside. Oh, yeah. Everything's like, you know, starting to feel gooey. Like there is like some pellicle on top of everything. It's yellow. It's greasy. Ugh. Yeah. Uh, is you started smoking very young, in first class of college? An Asian boy taking out cigarettes off his bag. Sorry, I'm not sure to read that I read this correctly. Indonesia smokes like crazy. I mean, yeah, they are starting as young kids, I guess, you know, because if you are not doing it, you are not in. You are not an adult. You are not a grown-up person. Almost the whole country smokes. I mean, when you look at the state of the country, that makes sense. You know, the city itself is smoking. Like, all the buildings are already smoking. The vehicles are smoking. Everything is smoking out there. Smoking inside is horrible, yeah. And I know some people that hate to smoke inside while being smokers, you know, that they just don't want to. They know. Good for them. I mean, you know, at least they are not, like, polluting their inner environment, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, smoking, no thanks. I can say I tried once, like, I, I pushed. I don't know how you say this, but yeah. I had one shot. It was disgusting. I never missed this impression. I puffed. Okay, I puffed. I puffed once. It was horrible, and nobody insisted more. I was like, "This is fine. Get out with this. I don't want it." So yeah. Oh, you're an old smoker. And you smoked a lot and for a long time, I see. Well, that means you stopped because you said you smoked. So you stopped now, right? I mean, after stopping for something like 10 years, your lungs are kinda recuperating, you know, they are almost going back to normal. Almost. But yeah, big props of the people quitting. Hey, before leaving, do you want another small story? Because I don't remember the word I wanted to use, but that's the same. A small story about someone in my family who was smoking, since we are talking about that. So my aunt, I guess you can call her like that. She's my uncle wife, you know, uncle's wife, and she was a smoker too, and she's working in hospital and stuff like that, you know, as a nurse. And one day, she needed to take care of some people in certain area, I mean, and one day she saw like a dude in a wheelchair with a tracheotomy, tracheotomy, right? This is, you know, the people with the hole here, you know. This is disgusting, and the dude had a hole here, you know, with the small stuff to open and close, which is kind of disgusting. And she saw this guy opening the hole, taking the cigarette, and started to smoke from here. The dude was smoking from his neck. He was smoking directly from his throat. He smoked there, and she was like, you know, expelling the smoke from this location. And my aunt, she saw that, and she you know, she told us the story, so I wasn't here, of course. And she said she saw this, she went like blank. She was completely, she bleached out, you know, she became whiter than white, and she was like, and at this moment, you know, she told us she made a projection. She was smoking, she seen someone smoking with a tracheotomy, and she was like, no, 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 you know, instantly she was like, no, 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 nope, 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 nope. So, like 1 second after seeing this dude smoking like that, she quit. She instantly quit. Her brain was like, nope, 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 I'm not doing this shit ever again. Nope, not ever, not once, not even. And since then, she never touched a cigarette ever since. And she didn't even had like the feeling or you know, because some people got the feeling like, you know, the missing movement and the missing, the mimicking stuff, you know. And not even once she got those kind of stuff anymore. She saw that, she was like, okay, I'm done with this shit forever. And that was extremely effective, apparently, because she never touched a cigarette ever again. I mean, his husband is still smoking, and her 2 kids, my 2 cousins, are also smoking. And my sister is also smoking. They are the only ones in the family smoking, by the way. But yeah, my aunt, she stopped instantly. She was like, you know. But yeah, I guess I don't know what it could look like. But you're saying Resident Evil, yeah, yeah, just that. That's awful. This sounds extremely awful. Yeah, yeah. There are videos of people doing this. Ugh. Is this a story you wanted to tell? Yes, it is. Or was it a different one? You said it was about where you. Huh? You said it was about where you worked with the food? What? No. No, no. I mean, I no, I'm not talking about the food story tonight. But I'm starting to search the food story. The food story. Huh. I don't remember. What you like best is the thing and the flavor of olive oil. To replace the cigarettes? Okay. I did not know this was possible. You first mentioned about in the last React stream. Huh. Now I need to remember because my brain is not working like, you know, everything is well organized in my brain. So I need to find back the connector to this food story. And right now I don't have it. With the guy hearing you blow your nose. Oh, about this one. Oh yeah, when I was working at the lab and going to the retirement home. Yay. Yeah, yeah, okay, I see. Oh, your collector of olive oil, you have a lot. Oh, I see. Oh, that's nice. Like, you know, olive oil, this is like almost like gold, you know. And he was like, who's there? Yeah, but I told this story already, but the food story, that's another one. That's another one happening on the same place. Do you want me to talk about it right now? Because, I mean, you know, we are here, we can. We can. Now everyone will know because this is something I haven't tell to anyone, not even to my boss at this time, you know. So you will know something nobody knows, and this will be caught live. And anyone who knows me, who will find this VOD at some point, will be like, "What?" But nobody will watch this so much far away into the video, so I'm safe. It will be here on internet. Nobody will know. Nobody will know. People don't really know about it, but olive oil can be like wine. There are plenty of different tastes. Yay. But I guess, you know, because we are not drinking oil the same way we are drinking wine. Wine, sorry. Because, yeah, drinking like a full glass of oil. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to do it. Cut the VOD. Just this live experience one-time deal. No, 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 it will stay there. It will be like some sort of ARG, you know? Find who? No, just to finish the rice, not alone. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. The rice will be easier to drink that way. Yeah, yeah. This is working. Or deep fries. Ooh, yeah. Deep air fryer fries. Not the brain fryer, by the way. So, yeah. About this story. So, one day, I was to the place to make, like, to get the blood from one patient, because, you know, that was my job. People were calling me vampire because, you know, long hairs, being so white, and taking blood from people. Vampire. And, you know, while wearing stuff like this, of course I'm a vampire. This is something I was saying since middle school. I'm a vampire. And an alien. Which start to make a lot, but that's another story. So, yeah, I needed to take blood from one person, and this person wasn't very cooperative because, you know, they are old and they don't want to fuck with that stuff anymore, and they are not very clear in their head. So, what happened? Usually, there is always like one person to help me, like keep the arm straight and in control for me to pick up the blood, because, you know, this is happening here. In case you don't know, you pick up the blood here and pressing all the tubes. But this time, there wasn't anyone to help me. They were all occupied with a lot of stuff everywhere. And I was like, hello, madame, I need to take the blood, please. It will be fast. I just need to take one tube. And she was just eating her breakfast. I mean, eating, that's a big word, you know. She was like, with the breakfast. So yeah, I was like, it will be okay, okay. So I started to remove, like, you know, the cloth. I don't know how you call this part, by the way, you know. And she was like, leave me alone, I don't want to. And I was like, you have no choice, you know, the doctor said so. The sleeve, thanks. So I was just removing the sleeve, and I was like, I need to take your blood, please. So I prepared everything, and I took the garrote. I started to make it, and she was like, "No, I don't want to." And I was like, "You have no choice, okay?" And it's impossible, you know, because I need my two hands to make the pavement, the punction correctly, and I need like a third arm to grab the arm and make it not move. So it was absolutely impossible. And at some point, I was struggling so much, I didn't start it yet. I was like, come on, madam, I just need to do it. Because otherwise, you know, everyone is just getting mad at me because why haven't you done that? I mean, I had no choice. There was nobody to help me. And they were like, you can do it alone. And I was like, no, no, this is atrocious. I don't want to. So yeah, I was struggling to like try to find some logic and reason in a senile people, which is impossible, by the way. And I was like, okay, do you want to try the other side? Maybe it will be easier, you know. So I tried to do something, and she was eating grapes at this moment, and yeah, I said, okay, we need to do it now, and she was like, no, and she did the hook on me, you know. She spitted the grapes on me. Put white spirit on her nose. Yeah, I didn't have that on me. Could have been working. You're right. So she spitted like the grape on me. I was like covered in grape and stuff. I was like, I was that in my hairs too. I guess I've told this part already, but what come next is new. I was so pissed that I took like what I had in my hairs, and you know, it was error on me. I was like, "Oh, you son of a bitch, daughter of a bitch," because it was a girl. "Oh, you bitch!" And I just took the grape, like the pre-digest grape, and I put that on her forehead. I was like, "Eat shit, bitch." Like for real, I was pissed, you know. I was supposed to be a professional, but I got spitted on, and you know, I'm the kind of dude that just fully exploding when something like this happening. You know, I just can't control myself. I'm like, oh my fucking god, you know, you want me to be in like in a character, but ooh, this will last too long. So I just took that and I swiped it on her forehead. I was like, eat shit, okay? You don't want to cooperate? Eat shit. And when I did that, you can say it in French what you swore. I don't remember exactly, but that was definitely the much nearest equivalent you can have. And she started to scream. She started to scream like crazy. She was like, ah! And since it was in the middle of the hole, you know, and there was like not too many stuff in it, so you got a huge reverb. So she screamed in the whole hole. She was like, "Ah!" Like an old person, senile person could and would. And when she screamed, suddenly, ooh, people come to my help, you know. They were like, ooh, what is happening? What is happening? And I was like, look, she spitted on me. And she starts screaming because she doesn't want me to make the blood test. Can I have some help now? And they were like, oh, I was disgusting, by the way. They were like, okay, okay, we will help. Don't you have air protection or clothes protection? When working on the lab, in the lab, yes. not for the hairs, because this is like neighborhood lab. It's not like a huge pharmaceutical stuff where you need to protect everything. When you are manipulating blood and stuff, it's all in the tubes. You are never opening them, so you don't really need to have any kind of protections. And when we were going outside, in our lab, we were like too poor to get that kind of stuff. So no clothes, just civil clothes. So yeah, so yeah, didn't had any protection. And it was my Espion jacket. So at least it was purple. But it was my Pokemon jacket. I loved it a lot. And yeah, so at this moment I got help. I was able to make the stuff, and the old woman was like, he attacked me. He put me grapes on me, and I was like, I don't know what she's talking about. She spit it on me. I was the one who got attacked here, as you can see. Because the grapes she got on her just didn't stick there. You are telling stories very well. It's very funny. You're welcome. So yeah, this old woman was like, "I hate you." I mean, she didn't say it like that, but definitely she was pissed at me because I did that to her. And but there was nobody to trust her, nobody to believe her, because I was the one who got dirty, not her. And in the end, yeah, I got everything. And after that, they were like, "But wow, she's really pissed. Are you sure nothing happened?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. I just wanted, and because I was alone, it was hard. So I tried to force her for the blood test, but she got pissed." And once again, I was like, "You see, I'm covered. I'm covered." They were like, "Yeah, sorry for that. We are very sorry, very, very, very sorry. Yeah, it will not happen again." you know. But so yeah, nobody knows that I did this to her. But it wasn't free. It was like self-defense against an old person who just pitted on me. So yeah, you got the food story now. You got the food story. Lucky there is no camera here. Good question. But most of the time, even if there's cameras, nobody's watching this. Like for real. And when they need like to find a specific footage, too bad we don't have this recording. It was lost. We don't know why. This is happening all the time. But retirement house. I guess they could have cameras to see if some of them try to run away. I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, that was a small one. So yeah, it's not like, it was hyper secularized and stuff. It was pretty normal. You got fired by camera though? Oh, wow. Ooh, this looks serious. How did you do that? Oh, you punched a guy at work on parking lot. He's like self-defense, someone is pissing you, and as always, this is the victim that is taking the shot, not the people, not the person who are starting the stuff. I mean, maybe you started the fight, I don't know, but yeah, feeling like yeah, someone pissed you and you just responded, because most of the time, people are like harassing the others because nobody can touch them. They are like, "You cannot touch me, aha, and if you do, you are the bad guy. You are the bad guy. You cannot touch me. You cannot touch me," until they got a punch in the face. And yeah, I don't care. It was a shit job. Yeah, got also fired for my last job because I made too many mistakes. Never their fault. Never their fault. So yeah, I kind of burst job, driving, useless job, yeah. 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 But that's the problem. We still need the money. Still need the money, so we need a job. I mean, if there could be like some other ways to live without the money and still having like some cozy stuff just to live like a peaceful life and live from what you like for real, without thinking about, wow, will I be able to feed my family tonight, tomorrow, this week, or this month? You know, it could be better. We could have a better life, but no. Some people want money, so they created the money and they grab all the money. But yeah, yeah. Sometimes money is not enough. Not enough or already too much. Already too much. But yeah, glad you quit. Yeah, I hope you do. So yeah, that was some stories for tonight. After all the videos and the government horror. I mean, some of them were kind of horrible. That's true. But is it more horrible than get grapes on you with the burp? Sorry. Sorry. Must be cool to work with a lot of women. I mean, if they are young and pretty and single, maybe? But in fact, they are the worst. That's extremely annoying. They are like fighting each other all the time, and when they are not fighting, some of them are like, "You, we are so friends," and in the back, "I hate this bitch," and you're like, yeah, sure, okay, yeah, sure. So yeah, no, I worked with a lot of women, and in my first job, that was kinda okay. There were some stories between them, but it was working. It was alright. They knew each other for a very long time, so it was kinda alright. But in some other jobs, oh, you don't want to work with them. They are the worst. They are the worst. Yeah. No, no. I mean, when they are young, like younger than you, this is different, because the approach is not the same with old women. They had already a lot of lives and stuff, so if they are bitches, they will stay bitches. But with the younger ones, when you are older, as a dude, the feeling is not the same. I'm not talking about like flirting or anything, or being, oh, hey, are you single tonight? And only tonight? But no, but yeah, the approach is completely different. I mean, with all my younger coworkers, I had a lot of fun because we were like talking about crazy stuff, and sometimes watching weird shit at work, but that's another story. But yeah, but yeah, in my last jobs, ooh, you don't want to be nearby girls. This wasn't good at all. It was horrible to listen to them. So yeah, still funny though. You would love to. I wish you good luck on that. Maybe. If they are younger than you, it should be funnier because, I don't know if this is because they are a bit more open-minded or if this is because of the age gap, not gap, the age gap, making you like, I don't know, a bit, I have don't have the words for that. I'm not into sociology or psychology or anything like that. But yeah, always worked with men. That sucks. Army driving. Yeah, I see. Woman, even if it's bad, I mean, it's quite cool to wake up and know you will be the one that you look for. Yes. Yes. But even with wow, I cannot make it anymore. Even while working with women, I had a problem. I have very long flat, straight hairs, and they are blonde and a bit shiny, as you can see. I mean, they are clean. I washed them today. And none of my female coworkers got hairs like mine. None of them. So yeah, I got this problem. I got the prettiest hairs in between all of my women coworkers. I guess some of them were a bit jealous, but I'm not sure for that. But yeah. And not all of them are kind of pretty, you know, and not single. So yeah, sometimes you will see nice coworkers. You will be like, oh, she's so pretty, but you cannot touch because you know, she's not yours. This is happening, so you can watch silently and without being noticed. This could happen from time to time, I guess. I did this with all the how do you call that? People that are in stage, you know, they are not here for work, they are here because of school. Um, not high school, you know, above, college level and stuff like that. So they were all legal, okay? I was looking at legal female. I was looking at silently at legal females, but that was fun. That was fun. I haven't picked anything weird, by the way. You know, it was just work. But yeah, if you got lucky, well, good for you. If you are not, you will need to support that forever. So yeah, it's sometimes fun and sometimes not, but most of the time it's not. So yeah. This could be another whole, I don't know, topic and videos and stuff about all of those anecdotes and all. And maybe I will be able to search for more words here and there because, you know, sometimes my vocabulary is not that great. I'm like, yeah. You quit a stage training 1 year ago because of toxic people. Yeah. Yeah, this is happening a lot. It's kind of luck. Yeah, that's the problem too. You're not choosing your family when you were born. You're not choosing your coworkers when you are in life. At least you can choose your friends and your girlfriend and what kind of job you want to do. Kinda. If there is places where you want to be. But yeah, like you said, this is kind of luck. Anyway, I guess that will be it for me tonight. I definitely need to grab a drink. I need to drink more. I will get dry. I will get dry before the end of the night. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was cool and fun. Apparently you like all those anecdotes. So if I got some others, maybe I will, because why not? It's always funny to have that to like explore my lore, I guess. Lore exploration. This could be a theory, I guess. We all love anecdotes. Nice. So I will. I will. I just need to remember them. And, you know, there's definitely some that I'm not very proud of, but we will come back to this at some point. So, Kaguchi ARG, you're spooked. We can keep this for all the Thursdays, you know. This is the perfect day for this, I guess. So, yeah. I will need to quit kinda quick. There is a place I need to be and to go. And I need to be here. Anyway. So, what can I say? Have a good day. Have a good night. Everything in between. Take care of yourself. Take care of your surroundings. And try enough to dodge all the bullets. And that said, I will see you next time. But with music, this should be better. Like this one. And more slopes. Yeah, sure. No, wait. I cannot wait! What now? Ah! Oh, that was the stuff in your pack. Cool. Now I need to take my shit.